am Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
I am Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Watch out, people! Watch!
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
This one dedicated to our...
Yes, it's finally here. The Russie's Brosis Foundation
presents the official groundbreaking of the Colin Miller Sports Complex on Friday, December the 16th, 2022. Let's come meet and greet the barbecue session at the auditorium. On Saturday, December the 17th, 2022, the official groundbreaking ceremony. And don't forget the doubleheader football match between the Colin Miller International versus Emerson D. Henry Russie's All-Stars. It's a family affair. Food and refreshment on sale. To miss is to diss. Russie's Bro Sis to the world.
All right. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I am Manningsman, and this is I Am Sure Sports at the beginning of a new week. And that last video that I just played with the Russie's Bro Sister Foundation doing some work there at the Russie's High School, fully endorsed by I Am Sure Sports. Want to big up all the past students of the Russie's High School who are working assiduously to improve and upgrade the facilities there. So that, some of you have been saying why so many games are played at Stets. Well, maybe if the other fields upgrade and have lighting, then it will be played elsewhere. And Russie's is on a pathway to do that right now. And their event is being held on the 16th and the 17th of this month of December at the Russie's High School, the Colin Miller Sports Complex. And so they're inviting you to come out and support that, right? It's going to be really good. You think about all those great former footballers from Western Jamaica, and I tell you this, they will be all there on display. You don't want to miss it. So ensure that you go out, you check it, and you be a part of that. All right? Yeah, man. Hope you're having, again, we want to always pause and give thanks to the Most High God for preserving us, giving us life and keeping us, right? If it had not been for the Lord on our side, then where would we be? You understand me? Where would we be? And if God is for us, then who can be against us? Greetings. Yeah, man. Welcome to the channel. It is World Cup Day again today, round of 16. And that's what we'll be looking at. Round of 16 action between, yes, people. Today's game will be between Japan and Croatia. And it is going to be a very, 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 very interesting one. Good one. I know you are going to enjoy it. I am going to enjoy it. We will be bringing you the 2 o'clock game as well. The 2 o'clock game, we will see in that game, Brazil going up against a next Asian powerhouse in South Korea. So 2 Asian teams going up today, one against a South American team and the other one going up against a European team in Croatia, who were the beaten finalists in the last edition of the World Cup in 2018. They lost in the finals to France, who are already in the quarterfinals, having defeated Poland by 3-1 in their game yesterday. All right, so just doing a little thing, few things that we need to do, get them done so we can get up and running and starting again. Once you come onto the stream, we ask you as usual to hit the like button, to subscribe, and to share, right? Be a part of the work that we're doing here at I Am Sure Sports. We want to thank all of our new subscribers, all of those persons who have recently subscribed to the platform. And once you come on, just tell us how the audio quality is, how the sound quality is. Yeah, we certainly would appreciate all of that. We should be having some of our regular guests and panelists joining us for this one as well. Jason, I was anticipating a call from you, but what they say, better late than never. We say better never late. So hoping to hear from you sometime soon, right? Yeah, maybe I was supposed to call you. I don't even remember how it was supposed to go. But it promises to be a good one. I see Japan winning this one. And for the Brazil game, of course, I have no pick, but I know that Brazil is going to win because they are my favorites to bring the World Cup back to South America. It has been in Europe, I believe, for a little bit too long, and it needs to change location. And I think this is the World Cup where it will be headed to South America. And if it is not Brazil, then I'd love to see Argentina win it because I think Europe, they have had a hold on it for a little bit too long. It needs to go back to where it rightfully belongs, in South America. Now, some of you may not like that, but it's just talk, man. You take this thing too serious. Some people, as soon as they say, hey, I don't rate Messi, it's like they want to fight. If you say, hey, I don't rate Pele, they want to fight. Come on, it's just sports. I honestly don't believe that Messi even cares about you or Ronaldo, or they think about you or they know your name. So don't make these persons who are so far and distant from you cause you to have conflict and carrying people in your heart and upset with people. You're wasting your time because they ain't giving you the time. Trust me when I tell you that. All right. Again, big up. Welcome to the platform to one and all. All right. So here we go. All right. Let me give you the starting lineups. Yeah, man. I don't know. Those guys don't care about us, Foreign Spider. All right. Not a problem, this. We'll make that happen. I don't know why we make so much issues of these players. Honestly, they don't know us, they don't care, and I see people, disrespect others over some teams and players that don't give a about them. Trust me, if you're in their nation, they would walk past you because you're not that important. It's just a game of football, man. Just watch it and enjoy it, all right? If it were Jamaica, I could understand. All right, for the Croatian team, they have up front Ivan Perisic, the Tottenham Hotspur man, along with Petkovic from the 28-year-old from Dynamo Zagreb, and they have Kramaric from Hoffenheim in Germany, 31 years old. In midfield, they have Kovacic, the 28-year-old Chelsea man. They also have Brozovic, the 30-year-old Inter man, and they have Luka Modric, the 37-year-old Real Madrid man. In defense, they have Barisic of Rangers, the 30-year-old. They have Guardiola, the 20-year-old from RB Leipzig. Lovren, the Zenit St. Petersburg man, he's 33, and Juranovic, the 27-year-old, also from Celtic. And then up front, they have Livakovic, the 27-year-old. All right, up front, for the Japanese, they have Shuchui Gonda, the 33-year-old in goal. They have Junior Ito, the 29 years old of Reims in France. Also, they have Takehiro Tomiyasu of Arsenal, 24 years old. They have Maya Yoshida of Schalke 04 in Germany. They also have in defense Kawasaki, the 31-year-old. Well, Tingushi of Kawasaki, the 31-year-old. And they also have Yuto Nagamoto of FC Tokyo. He's 36. They have in midfield Kamada, the 26-year-old of Frankfurt in Germany. They also have Morita of Sporting Club in Portugal. He's 27-year-old. They have Endo, the Stuttgart man. He's 29. And they have Don, the Freiburg man in Germany. There he's 24 years old. And up front, they have Maeda of Celtic. He is 25 years old, right? So that is your starting 11. This will be the third World Cup meeting between Japan and Croatia. Both of these teams were in the same zone with Jamaica when Jamaica qualified in 1998, with Japan winless and goalless in the previous two, a 1-0 defeat in 1998 and a goalless draw in 2006. but both in the group stages. Those two matches are Croatia only previous World Cup games against the Asian nation. Moriyasu makes 3 changes for Japan win over Spain as Tomiyasu, Endo, and Duan comes in. Tanaka, Kubo, and the suspended Itakura. Dalik makes 2 changes as Bazovic comes into the starting 11 for Sosa, who is out with an illness, and Petkovic replaces Livaja in the Croatian back line. All right, the game has started, and we are up and we are running. All right. Croatia are in possession. Early stages of the game here, Croatia versus Japan in this one. Good game of football we're anticipating right now. Croatia versus Japan. So the game is up, the game is running, and the ball is out. And in short order, we'll be having our regular group of panelists who will be joining us, and they're going to be a part of this stream to give their thoughts and views with you. It's the early game, the first game as Japan breaks forward, and that is a free kick for Japan. This is the first for them in this game. Again, once you come on, it's very important that you hit the like button, you subscribe, you share, so other persons can know that the stream is up and running and join the stream. Croatia 1-0, Japan 0 in the early stages, just heading into the 3rd minute of the game. Free kick for Japan, taken shortly, played over into the box. Oh, just going wide. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does, and Japan still in possession here as they try to play this one back into the box. It goes out. Is the first corner of the morning. It goes to the Japan. As we see the president of FIFA there. We have Coach Hunt Swaby, who belatedly joined us, and with some sound in the background there. So I know he's going to start that out. Yeah, so it is Japan 0, Croatia 0. I think he's in a different location. You don't see that red Liverpool flag hanging behind him. Japan playing this one back from the short corner, headed towards goal, just going wide. And that was an opportunity there for the number 3 of Japan. I think he should have done better on that header right there. Japan 0, Croatia 0. The man with that header is Shogo Taniguchi. Japan pressing in this quadruple press. 4 persons always pressing the ball there, not giving it. Oh, that's a goal kick. Look at that. Whoa, this is what I don't think the Croatian will be able to manage from the Japanese. This high press, intense game, not giving a chance on the ball. Good pressing there. That's how you press. That's called the quadruple press, where 4 persons press the ball in every area of the field at all times. But you have to be in good physical condition to be able to do that. Coach Swaby, welcome to the stream. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I must say I appreciate when they first brought me on, you said, "Hey, look at the FIFA president." Thank you for giving me such good stature and high stature.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one, Mr. FIFA president.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But this game starts out and this game starts out at a high tempo, and this is what we're looking for, right? To be entertained.
Yes. High tempo, high pressing. Yeah, Demo says, I warned about Japan. He says, look at them go. Yeah, they're really pressing this South this team here, this Croatia team.
I think this game is gonna be, just the first 4.5 minutes as I'm watching, almost 5 minutes. The tempo is just, I really like it. I like it, man. Both teams are out to play. And this is the spectacle that we all want. Hey, Demo, I know you can hear me. I see your phone when you see strange numbers come up.
Demo, you say, who is calling you from an unknown number?
Unknown number.
See, you don't answer no unknown number, Demo. I don't know, Demo.
I know Demo says he's concerned about the Japanese team coming out pressing so high. Listen, the Japanese are always.
No, he didn't say it's concerned. He said he warned, meaning he did tell us about the Japanese style of play. Basically, that's what he's saying.
Cool.
Yes.
I don't know if he said something before I come on and I was on the stream. So, what I'm saying, the Japanese team is gonna play like this all day long. That's just how they'll play it every game. Kept up the pressure defensively on every team they played against, and that's why they're here. I don't think they're gonna switch and change now. Good interception by the Japanese player on the left side, swinging to the right side. Fullback is up in the half. Runners in front of him, try to slip one in behind, blocked by the Croatian player. I know I'm a little bit ahead of you, man. So I'm going to leave all the commentating to you.
Man, you can go ahead, man. I can always pick up where I'm at, man. You can go ahead. So you can go ahead. And I'll pick up from where you left off.
No problem. And I know you can see that the Croatian also is shifting and putting numbers in and around the ball. Even on a throw-in, they're flooding the space, overloading the space, making even the throw-ins very difficult for the Japanese team to get the ball successfully back into play.
Yeah.
It was such a good defensive organization that the Japanese had to throw the ball out for a goal kick now for Croatia. I had a conversation with a good friend of mine yesterday. Yes, and I do have friends, man, so don't, make those jokes.
Really?
And I was telling him, yes, really. And I was telling him.
Who would be to the bad decision?
And you see, that's
we have also joining us, Sir Parchment from Unseen Sports TV. Welcome to the stream. Mount Pleasant 1, Cavaliers nil. Go ahead.
Welcome everybody. Big up on yourself. Big up management and coach. Big up yourself.
What's going on, that team?
We're here. Looking at the big match. Japan versus Croatia.
Yes.
Japan look like they need to win it.
They need to win it, but they almost give up a goal just now. Japanese keeper killed, but a brilliant save at the near post after a little miscalculation by the fullback looking for a foul. Referee play on, which was rightfully so. I didn't think it was a foul.
How you think this one going on, scene? Give us your thoughts.
Yes.
Well, I think the Japanese, their football has evolved. They are better now. They're prepared for this competition, and they have a chance in my book that they can score some goal. But I don't think they can win this Croatia team. This Croatia team is very smart. They have very smart players on the field, and it's just a matter of time when I think the Croatian will score. So for me, I think the Croatian team going to win. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. A continuous high press is always a danger for teams that are older, and I think the age of the Croatian team could become a factor in this game. I think they're a little old, and that could work against them in this particular game. But let's see.
They are old management, but they are very smart. These players are top class players in their respectable clubs.
Both of you are correct. And I think, even when you're playing against the press, it takes energy to keep that ball moving also. But one thing I said about the Croatian team in the last game they played was they play very simple at the back. If they don't see the outlet pass, they have no issue going long. No issue just knocking it long and try to get the strikers turning and chasing and get them reorganized defensively. So this is going to be a chess match, but not like previous chess matches. It's going to be a chess match of physicality, meaning, the press continually, and how smart can Croatia be on the ball not to get caught in their half and turn it over.
Yeah, so Demo is asking if the Japan team not smart as well. I think they're a very smart team, Unseen.
That's for you unseen.
What's the question?
It's on the screen. He's asking if the Japan team is not smart as well, because you mentioned that the Croatian team is smart.
I think the rules. I always say rules. I think one of the VAR did not catch one of the mistakes that happened again. That's why they're here now.
No, man. The man them deserve them position. When you talk about VAR, man, come on, man. Don't bother blame VAR for the money. Everybody would have benefit. Most teams will benefit from VAR at some point, so that cannot be.
I'm just talking about what I've seen, man. So it's factual. It's not fiction.
All right, sir.
It's there. Understand
Okay,
me?
sir.
But outside, we're just talking about it. So I mean, they are smart as well. But the Croatian players such as Magic and Perisic and those players are very smart players. You understand me?
All right, sir. I don't agree with you, but I understand you.
Right.
Let's leave it at that.
Right.
All right. So I want to big up someone who is in the chat now. His name is Dennis. Dennis, bless up yourself. Listen, big footballer, big strong left back. You understand me? Just never, when you live in certain places, you don't get the exposure and thing. Or else I think this guy would have made it big time. Big up yourself and welcome to the chat. Yeah, man. Welcome to the chat.
You can have me concerned just now when you say big footballer, because he could be a big footballer, but big in stature. So we just
man, he's big in stature indeed.
Oh, all right. So I wasn't wrong then. I wasn't wrong.
He's big in stature, but he's also an excellent player.
All right. So Dennis, big up yourself here, sir. All right, and don't cross unseen path. Unseen will say you're not smart.
All right, so the Japanese just with a break right here, ball played across the box and no one able to get onto it, and it goes out on the other side. But given as much as they're getting are the Japanese here as they continue to try to pressure the Croatian into mistakes. That one goes out for a goal kick to the Croatian. So it is Japan 0, Croatia 0. We make it the 13th minute of the game. Lovren with it in his own 18-yard box, just dribbling forward, looking for a pass in the midfield. Look at the press again from the Japanese as the Croatians. They come to this left side, pressured by Japan. They play it upfield, able to break the press. But look at the Japanese goal. Oh, beating one, getting inside. Referee says no foul on the play. And the Croatian have an opportunity to Madrid. Madrid with it. He goes out to this right-hand side. Player coming inside, played it back into the center circle. Croatia on it, they move forward, but the Japanese win it, and they springing up their attack of their own on this left side. Ball played into the center circle. Good tackle by the Croatian. Referee says the ball was won. No foul on the play as Croatia again tried to build from the back as they played into midfield. They find Madrid, who is playing on this right side of the midfield here for the Croatians. Can they make it 3 games against the Japanese without defeat? Madrid looking for that searching pass, not able to find it. Comes back to Lovren. Lovren.
In that same passage of play, man, even though I'm a little bit further ahead of you, but the Croatian is still in possession. This is up to maybe about 35 passes right now.
This Croatian team have some slick passing and rotation.
Trust me, man.
Yeah, man. They're very creative.
Trust me, man.
Oh, 876. A little mistake there. 876. We're trying to put up your message, but it got timed out. So we'll put it up when the timeout is finished. All right.
Hey, I think people should put respect on this Croatia team. Remember, they went to the final the last World Cup, right? And the type of players they have, it speaks volume. So,
I think
really
the issue unseen is that their age.
They have age. That's what we are saying.
I think that's the problem.
they have age, but they are exception.
Yes, the exception.
That's very important. Age but exception.
Ball played over into the box here, cleared out by the Japanese.
It's not like a Belgium team where 3/4 of their age players not playing a good football.
Mm-hmm.
So see the difference?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so
let me tell you what this game reminds me of. This game reminds me of when Liverpool played Real Madrid in the Champions League finals and tried to speed up the game against Real Madrid and ultimately lose the game because spent so much time speeding up the game and not controlling the game through possession. Right.
What is good in this game? You just saw that stats on it for the ball recovery. They're showing that the Croatians are recovering the ball at 16 seconds, while the Japanese is 36 seconds, which is very important. Yeah.
Meaning that they are getting more passing done, and it means more running for the Japanese. And remember, we discussed that the other day, that's one of the stats that needs to be in the apps going forward. The recovery.
Ball played into the box, head on goal, cleared out. Poor clearance by the defenders here as their regular left back Sosa is out. Ball played into the box. The Japanese number 25 with the header deflecting off the player. Didn't get enough direction or power on it that time, hitting the shoulder of the young number 20 center back, the Guardiol of Croatia. But good playing. Still 0-0. We make it 17 minutes gone in the game so far. Remember, tomorrow, after the second game tomorrow, we'll have Coach Robin Fraser of Colorado Rapids. He will be live here on I Am Sure Sports talking about a football clinic that they'll be having here in Jamaica on the 17th of December. So please make sure you tune in for that one.
But management also with that recovery stats, that could be a little bit skewed because if one team goes through a couple of passage of play where they extend their passing for 30 passes, that feeds into that recovery also and extended.
Yeah, fall on number 8 for Japan there by Guardiol. Young 20-year-old centre back, very, very excellent player.
The thing with Croatia management is that they're not going to allow this Japan team to run freely through their midfield. They're going to kick them down. They're going to break down the players and allow them to try to head ball in their net. Some of these Japanese players are sharp, so it's easier for them to defend set piece against Japanese.
And I say lots of big up to Coach Donald Stewart, aka Foley. The man who ever fresh, never smell moly. Part of the coaching staff out there at Jamaica College just won the Manning Cup, and they have an opportunity to win the Champions Cup when they take on Kingston College this weekend. It is Croatia 0, Japan 0 in the 19th minute of the game. Good game going on. We have with us Coach Huntley Swaby, Coach Javan Parchment, as the Croatian are just keeping this one in their own half as the Japanese are back into a mid-block, all of them in their own half as the Croatian try to pull them out, but Japan doing very well here. Here they go, ball play back to the goalkeeper. What will he do? Controls it, comes wide to the right to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu plays this one high and long upfield, won by Croatia, but the Japanese win it back. But this midfield battle is a very stern one as the Croatian wins it in midfield, but they knock it out for a throw-in. Midway their own half, and it's thrown back into the Japanese half by the Japanese. Ball sent over to this right side here where they find Takiaro Tomiyasu of Arsenal. Ball played down the flank. Oh, brilliant. He uses speed and he plays it inside. Collected by the goalkeeper there. Again, you can see that there are some issues on this left side of Croatia. Their top player, Sosa, is out with illness, and so they have brought in a player to replace him who seemed to be struggling with the pace of this game so far as Japan continues to spring and mount attacks and attacks down this left side. It is still 0-0 after 20 minutes, Japan versus Croatia in this round of 16 game here. The winner of this one will take on Brazil, who we already know will be defeating the South Koreans at 2 o'clock. That game starts this afternoon. Coach Parchment's team, the mighty France, they're already into the quarterfinals where they will tackle England in a very, very, very good lineup, good match there. Japan again building through the middle, coming again to their right, which is this left side for Croatia. Ball played into the box, deflected, headed out by the Croatian, and they cleared further upfield. Beautifully taken by the center forward. Good hold-up play by number 16, but look at the Japan. Oh, the referee has given a foul, and we will hear from our panelists now. What say you so far? It is 21 minutes. What are your thoughts on the game?
I'm enjoying the football that's being played. On the stats side, it looked like Croatia have a wealth of the possession, but the Japanese are so effective in possession that they're not wasting passes. They work the ball quickly through midfield and get into the Croatian half. They don't spend too much time going side to side. The midfield movement, the midfield three is very dynamic, very dynamic. They remind me of the old time linkmen, where everything goes through them, but they don't spend too much time on it to show how classy they are on the ball, but instead become the vessel in which the ball moves through. So I think when you look at the stats and you see 66 for Croatia to 34 by Japan, when you're watching the game, you don't really see that as an eye test. What are your thoughts, Unseen?
I believe that these two teams trying to find out each team's weakness. They're moving the ball around, keeping possession, but no team budge into any mistakes at the moment, which can lead to a goal. Each team's fighting a battle in the midfield, trying to get that momentum to go forward and keep the Japanese or the Croatian pinned down in their own half. But so far, it's a nice game. A lot of physical play, contact, and stuff like that, giving away set pieces. But we all know that the Japanese are short, so it's the ratio for them to win a ball in the Croatians' box is low. So it's going to be difficult for them in terms of set piece. But at the moment, it's level, and I think the Croatians are getting themselves in more.
I think the fouls right now is 3 apiece. I think 4 now to the Japanese, and I think they're gonna try their best to stay away from having too many fouls 35 yards away from their goal, because they know from an athletic height standpoint they're gonna have issues. And I think they're not. And this is like a misnomer, coach, where even yesterday.
Let me just do this, because I know some person not watching the game, so I have to tell them what's going on, and then we'll get back to you. It's a free kick for Croatia, be taken by Luka Modric, who plays this one. Headed out, shot way over. I mean, that guy looks like he was punting something for the kickoff of a football game over there in America. Skied high. Would have been around 40, 50 yards punt if that were American football. Ball being started by the Japanese in their own half. Croatia tried to press them, but the Japanese are doing very well playing out from the back as the Croatian press. The Japanese very composed in playing this one out, ball headed forward. Again, they're trying to come down this left side. And again, we'll hear from Coach Huntley Swaby. People, remember to hit the like button, subscribe. Listen, tell somebody that the video is going on. Maybe they forgot, maybe they don't know, but let them know so we can have some more persons watching and listening to our commentary and our breakdown. Coach Silby, you were saying something. Just go ahead and finish that up.
Yeah, the moment has passed on that. But what I was gonna where I was leading into was the game yesterday with England and Senegal, where the Senegal players refused to put the ball in the box, despite the English players being bigger and stronger. You still got to put that ball in the box to put them under pressure. Let them have to deal with it. But if you give them the option of not dealing with it, then you put yourself under pressure, because then you know how quickly.
Oh, ball played through here for Croatia. This could be goal number 1. Oh, what did he do? That should have been the first goal of the game. I don't know what he was thinking there. That looked like Ivan Perisic. What was he doing? Ball played down this left channel, free and goal, right down the middle. Ball stuck up underneath his feet, not able to get it back across to Perisic. Right there was Kamaric. That was poor offensive play from the Croatian. That was a half a chance, and I think if he was thinking properly, they could have gotten something more out of that one.
I don't think he saw him.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he saw him, because if he saw him on the first touch, that ball could have been played across his body into his path to score the goal. By the time he picked his head up and saw him, the defender did a good job to close him down.
Yeah.
Right now, just Croatia keeping the ball at the back. The Japanese are dropped off a little bit.
Look at the stats so far. We realize that in terms of stats, it is the Croatian has 62% to the Japanese 38%. Passing accuracy for the Croatian 89%. For Japan, it's 81%. 3 fouls apiece committed, 1 offside for Japan, none for Croatia. 1 corner kick for Japan, none for Croatia. The Japanese have taken 1 shot, 1 on target. The Croatian, 3 shots, just 1 on target. That's what's going on so far. Expected goal is at 0.61 for the Croatian, just 0.23 for the Japanese. And the Croatians are more likely to score from open play. The Japanese are more likely to score from a set play. All right, so in terms of passes in the opponent half, 68 for Croatia in the Japanese half, 23 for Japan in the Croatian half. So on all stats so far, the Croatians are leading and doing well as they win back this one. In midfield, let's throw it over to the man Unseen Sports. What say you now, Unseen?
Whoa, good cross from the Croatians in the box. Cross again from the Croatian. Over everybody head in that box. Back over again to the next side. Square again into the box. Oh, miss. The Croatian missed that one. Cross again into the box. Croatians knocking on the door, Manny's man. Trying to get an opportunity. Clearance from the Japanese into the Croatian half. Good pressure by the Croatians, but the Japanese really escaping that wave of attack from the Croatians. I told you it's just a matter of time for this Croatian team to figure out where the weak spot is in this Japanese team. And so far they are doing a good job in terms of, getting the ball into the box of the Japanese. I think this Croatian team,
I think that sequence was 4 passes, 4 crosses going in the box, test the Japanese, and they stood up to the challenge by challenging on every single one of those. So I think that sequence, if something was going to happen from the crossing standpoint, would have happened, then it shows that the Japanese are willing to compete with the headers. Anything through in the box, especially the 2 center backs standing tall right now. But at this moment, the Croatian are in full control in their half, in the Japanese half, and they're whipping crosses every chance they get. Also recovering the ball quickly the moment they lose it. Quick repress, not even a counter press, a quick repress to win the ball back, because the Japanese are not getting a chance to set up. But even in this low block shape right now, you can see the Japanese have a plan. And now they just recovered the ball. Croatia is truly trying to get at them. And a great through ball for the Japanese on the left side. Good defending by Lavrin. former Liverpool standout Champions League winner. And now pass ball back to the goalkeeper. I'm a little bit ahead of you.
Man.
Yes.
Coach, what
Yes.
I'm seeing the Croatian doing is when they lose the ball, they're closing them down quick as possible, and they get in the ball. Ball through to the Japanese down the line. Japan. Oh, wait too long to move the ball. He's down because he's under pain. Japan still in possession of the ball, trying to get away down to square the ball or give it away to the Croatians. Yeah, what I was saying is that the Croatians really closing down the Japanese quickly when they lose the ball in the Japanese half, either by fouling them or just taking the ball away from them. And that's a plus for the Croatians right there.
Yeah.
What's your thought on that?
When you're playing, though, let me just say this. When you're playing, one of the things you learn is that to stop the counter press, and we said this yesterday, the first man, if you can't win back the ball, you stop the play. And that is by creating professional fouls. You can't when you play high press, you have to pick moments to make good professional fouls to stop the play so you can reset, or else you'll be beaten on the counter every single time. But Coach CB, yeah man, you can take a shot at or a stab at that answer.
Yeah, no. That's what I was saying, Coach, when I said that the repress, every time the Christian turn the ball over, they're not giving the Japanese a chance to get also a quick repress, and the last 3 or 4 times they won the ball back cleanly. But naturally, the next best thing if you can't win the ball back or slow it down is to stop the play with a smart foul. And if you can't get that smart foul, you push the ball wide and get your team behind the ball, which is the Croatian are doing it clockwork. Just now, as we're talking in the 32nd minute, 15 seconds, you will see that play when it comes up on your screen. They couldn't win it back, and they slowed it down and dropped the players behind, get a good shape, and now the Japanese have to build. Got to play through them.
A lot of people the odds have the Japanese actually winning this game. From what I'm seeing, that's what's here, saying that the Japanese will win. So we will see.
I'm gonna tell you right now, out of all the games that I've played so far, is the best footballing game that I'm seeing. The best one.
Again, we want to thank you.
There's a pass and a movement and offering different solutions for different things in the scheme of the game. Really good football game. Really good football game.
So it is the summarize of Japan versus the Croats of Croatia. Still 0-0. We make it in this game. No team yet to break the deadlock. You kind of get the feeling that this is going to be a close one in terms of result. Again, the winner of this one will take on World Cup favorites Brazil, who will have a returning Neymar to their roster for their game today against South Korea. The Kim family is not happy hearing that Neymar will be back. Oh my word. Looking forward to that one. But the odds have Japan winning. The odds of Japan winning is 52%. And Croatia, 36%. The game being drawn in regular time is at 12%. But Japan really, it's good to see these Asian nations doing well. 34th minute, still 0-0. Here is the Japanese still possessing this ball in the middle of the park. Good combination of passes here. Just trying to shift up things defensively for the Croatians. Here they go again, coming down this left side. But this is very good defending by the Croats as well. There is a pressure. Then you see the cover man, and then you see the balance. They're applying these defensive principles. Ball played over the top. The Japanese here are trying to create something good play, but good defending by Madrid there, forcing the player back. And then the Japanese having a good sequence of passes, 10, 13, 14, 15 passes here. Love to see this. Love to see the confidence that they're playing with. As Dimo says, the Japan looks smart. Indeed they do. And here they are on a break. Oh! The ball looked like it found some patch of earth that it just tucked in right there. Don't know what happened. Unseen. What happened right there? You just couldn't get the shot off.
I think the final passing for the Japan is really costing them. I think just to be patient at the most important point there that really cost them to get a shot on target. Good pass by Japan. Oh, the Croatians take it away from them in their own half. Um, Japanese pressuring them, getting back the ball, and again the Croatian when their defense is really standing up at the moment, giving away the ball again. The Croatians, patience, patience. The two teams look like that word is not in their football at this moment. Patience, and really costing them. Coach Baby.
No, yes, both teams have been a little bit wasteful and a little bit hurried in the final
Right.
third. So but the build-up play, the balls from the backs into midfield, and the play within the midfield is just beautiful to see the movement and how the counter movement of both teams trying to stop the next team from progressing into the final third. And part of that hurried wastefulness is because the defenders are applying quality pressure also and not diving in. Most important, not diving in. You have not seen one defender who have gotten beaten because he dove in. Quality football all the way around. And yes, Demo, the Japanese are smart.
And for those of you who are fans of the JPL yesterday, Don Beholden 2, Tivoli Gardens nil, Waterhouse 1, Veer nil, Humble Lion 1, Mobile United nil, Mount Pleasant 1, Cavaliers nil, Harborview 6, Falkland 1. Two games are going to be played today, Chapelton Maroons versus Portmore in the first game of the Monday Night Football. And Arnett Gardeners will be playing Malines United at 7:30. It is here, the World Cup. 37 minutes, Japan nil, Croatia nil. As we play this round of 16 game, the Japanese giving away the ball again, won by the Croatians in the middle of the park. Good tackling, good work by the Japanese as they win it back. Here they go. They don't have the numbers in attack, so they play it back this time around because they just never had enough numbers springing forward. Oh, good ball movement again by the Japanese. They do this well in the middle third, but in the final third, they need a little bit more quality to get this going. The game probably needs to open up a little bit for them to be able to be more penetrative in their play. As Japan, all 10 players, all players with the exception of the goalkeeper in Croatia's half at this time, as Croatia have all 11 players behind the ball. Japan nil, Croatia nil in the 38th minute of the game. This is World Cup 2022, and I am sure sports. It is the round of 16. Again, the winner of this one will play against the mighty Brazil, who are expected to win by a margin of no less than 3 goals when they take on South Korea today. Those are the prediction of Manningsman. Poor ball played over. It goes over the top. It goes out. Goal kick for Croatia.
Hey, Manningsman, you've been skirting around the point, the game against Mount Pleasant and Cavalier. You need to give us the tactical breakdown of the game because I know you were there.
Well, Cavaliers tactically broke down, so they got one love. So I'm waiting on Mr. Speed to join so that I can talk to him. I will not say anything about that game until he comes out.
All right, sir.
I want him to break it down. Or maybe unseen. Unseen, though, is not too kind to Mount Pleasant,
Mm-hmm.
It was a Cavalier player who is now at Mount Pleasant scored on Cavaliers. So it's a set piece and anything can go when you have a set piece. You understand me? Defenders tend to make mistake there. It's not like it was an open play or the Mount Pleasant team dominated the game. But a loss is a loss, and Cavaliers have to pick it up and come again.
Oh, gentlemen, what to come? What to come? Unseen, I heard it, but what to come is just some quality football. Give it a second. Japanese is pulling out everything they can.
The Japanese play some quality football, I'm telling you. But man, then the finishing part of their game is not there.
Not there. And it's part of the issue.
You cannot.
Go ahead.
You cannot get these opportunities and don't punish the creation. When the creation get theirs, they're going to score. I'm telling you this.
And that's the difference. That's the difference with all the nations right now. Every country in the World Cup produce some quality football, except for Qatar at times, right? But the difference between the big countries and the minnows still is a quality finishing. That's it.
Yeah. What you must also realize is what Demo is saying, which is so true, that Japan plays better in every second half. All of their games, they have won them in the second half. In the second half.
Yeah, but that comes from the amount of pressure they put on the opposition. They wear you down. They wear you down. Not only with how much they press the ball, but how quickly they move the ball through the lines. I said it earlier in the stats. Right now, it's 58 to 42% possession management. But if you look at their passing, they have still a passing accuracy of 83%. They only made combined 169 accurate passes, while Croatia have made 253, and they have an 89% accuracy. So the Japanese, for what they're doing with what the possession they have, they're wearing down the opposition, And I said earlier that recovery stat that, flash on the screen is because at times when Croatia has it, they extend the passing to, oh, there you go, and they just scored. And you'll see it again. Beautiful
ball played into the box. Oh, it's a corner kick for Japan.
It came from this.
The corner kick here for Japan. Again, around 9 passes. Ball hit into the box. Poor communication between goalkeeper and center back. Look at this the Japanese samurai goal. They are chanting, they are shouting, they are swinging their swords, their arms, their banners, their flags. Oh, video, they are being done. I don't know who that is, but here it is, corner kick for Japan. Ball played in, headed out.
They might call it offside. They might call it offside.
Another corner coming up for the Japanese.
Japan score.
Yes, but they might call it offside.
Short corner this time. Played it. Oh, there you go. That is the goal from the short corner. They played it back. It was played over. They're checking this. VAR checking for an offside.
For offside, yes.
I don't think it is offside. At least the player who scored was not offside. It would have been the player with the center play, but it doesn't seem offside. It's very, very difficult to call that offside. Let's see. Don't think it is. They're checking to see the shoulder lean, but the Croatian player closest to screen, his hand is over in the play. Yeah, it's not offside. That cannot be offside. This should be a goal for Japan. It was played also by a Croatian, though pressure was on the ball. It should be a goal for Japan. Don't see any reason why this one will be called back. It is Japan 1 and Croatia 0. Oh my word. Is this a surprise or is this just because Japan has been playing well? Yes, The goal has been given. Japan scoring right before halftime by Maeda. He scores in the 44th minute. Oh my word. The finalists from 2018 are down a goal to Japan. Oh my word. This World Cup is something else. It could be Brazil versus Japan in the quarterfinals. Oh my word.
But like I was saying right before the goal score, management is the efficiency of their passing.
Yeah.
And it's
This
not
is
like
like giant killing now because
yes,
Japan defeated Germany. Japan defeated Spain. Imagine if Japan were to defeat Croatia. It means that they would have defeated all the European teams that they have played.
yes, and they're beating top names European teams. Right? You look at how they play, and like I said, I'll say it one more time. Oh, both players' arm was behind in the offside, so that's why they didn't rule it offside. But what I was saying, management, is look at how the Japanese have done things. They have been so efficient coming through midfield. The patterns that they play is so clean. Every time they pass an entry pass into midfield, they find their number 8 or their number 10 in a space where they can turn and put pressure.
The thing I think with Croatia has a left back called Sosa who is out, and that is where they are struggling. I think the change that they have made over that side, it has not worked. Borna, Barisic, not really cutting it on that side. Also, the Japanese are playing 3-4-3.
Yes.
Which means that they're able to get more numbers up against this back four of Croatia because they are deploying a 4-3-3 formation. So I think the Japanese are able to double team. There you go. Both arms are over in that position. And so just a couple of seconds left to go before this first half is called to conclusion. And then we invite you to call in if you so desire to give your opinion on the game so far.
Oh, brilliant stuff by Croatia. Ball comes over. Good set plays on the outside. The referee just called halftime. But like I said, man is man. Who would have known that this game would have been the game that we can look and say, hey, quality all around. Quality all around. Quality all around. And like I was saying to Unseen earlier, when Senegal didn't want to put the ball in the box, you have to put the ball in the box. Man. You got to put the team under pressure, even if they have height over you. You got to put it in there. Let them have to deal with the cross.
Yeah, because the thing is that if you can't win the first ball, then you can try and win the second ball. That is how football is played. You have to try to win that first ball. If not, then you try and win the second ball. Again, we want to invite you people, if this is your first time watching the platform, please go ahead. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. All right, you have to subscribe. Listen, when we send you the link in your WhatsApp, we want you to send that link to the persons in your contact, right? If you can send it to 10 persons in your contact and say, hey, this is a good channel, watch it. It helps with the subscription, right? So go ahead right now. It is halftime. You have some people. You have the video. You always say, boy, man, good work, good channel, good stuff. Send it out and say to them, just, hey, please, just check out this channel, subscribe. I'm on it. I'm watching it. It provides good quality content. Big up Foreign Spider. Yes, indeed. Japan. It is Monday. It is Croatia down 1-0 to Japan. We're going to go through the stats. We're going to give you the stats for this one. And so I'm going to throw you over to Coach Huntley Swaby. Go ahead, Coach Swaby.
Yes. Stats is very, very one-sided when it comes to possession, but Croatia has 59% of ball possession, while the Japanese has 41%. With the passing accuracy, Japanese have 83% passing accuracy, while the Croatia have 89. But the 83% from the Japanese is from 184 passes, while it's 284 passes for the Croatian. So you can see right there the passing efficiency of the Japanese team is, in my opinion, a little bit more productive, right? On the fouls committed, 3 by Croatia, 5 3 for Croatia, 5 for Japanese. Offside, 1 Japanese offside, 3 corners for them, 1 for Croatia. Shots at goal, 3 for the Japanese and 3 for Croatia. 1 block shot from Croatia and 1 on goal, 1 miss. 2 miss for the Japanese, 1 on goal. Now we go down to the passing in the opponent half. The Japanese has 90 passes in the opposition half, while Croatia has 141. Right? Defensively, cards. There's no cards yet, no red cards. But going back to what I was saying, good football game all the way around. When I say good football game, both teams are playing the football that all of us want to see. Creative. When they need to improvise, they improvise with good movement off the ball, slick passing at time. The Croatian passing is more of a technical, while the Japanese is built on the tactical analysis of breaking down Croatia. Every pass in midfield puts stress on the Croatian defending philosophy, which what that does, it physically drains you, because it's not just one player have to deal with it. You have to do multiple players to get into the space. And I did not say this now because they scored. I was saying that a little bit before they scored. I think whichever team wins this game and plays Brazil, this is going to be the toughest, one of the toughest games for Brazil, because of how both teams play.
Yeah, I almost feel like how the Japanese press could be more of a problem for the Brazilians. I think Croatia, the pace of play is they don't have a lot of speed, which could work in favor of the Brazilian if they meet, right? I say foreign spider, yeah, but the stats are actually, the stats are similar. The stats are saying that Croatia 59, Japan 41. So they're accurate, but the expected goal, Croatia has remained at 61, but the Japanese own has gone up to 0.74. They have also increased their passing accuracy. They are now at 83, Croatia at 89, which is the same thing that coach has just said. So they are closer to Croatia than they originally were. And in expected goal, they have surpassed them as well. So.
No, you're right. You're right. I like I said, we have been treated some really good football during this World Cup. And at times, it's one team that's really intrigued us the way they play. But this game, both teams are playing some really, really good football. Really good football. It's one of the games I can tell you right now, I am probably going to burn to a CD and give to a couple of my teams to sit and watch and make some notes. So the next time we sit down in a meeting, we can have a conversation about it, right? Because, it's how you want to see the game play, how you want. And I guarantee when you watch the Japanese women team, it's the same way they play. I don't know if you have ever seen them play management. The Japanese women team is the same way, right? Same way, insightful, maybe different formation. They like to go 4-4-2, but it's the style of play and the philosophy of play is something similar. Now, the Croatian team, I still think Croatia have a goal or even 2 in this game. We're not talking them out of the game. We're talking at this moment, they created 1 quality chances where Pulisic should have maybe rolled that ball across the goal or cut it back for a player entering the box late, but he shot, keeper made a save. the keeper didn't make a save, it would have been 1-0 early out for Croatia. So I'm not gonna, kill the player for taking a shot when the keeper make a save. He didn't miss the goal. All right. I like to give props where props is, where if the keeper don't make the save, it's a goal. He makes a save, props to the keeper. Could the shooter made a different decision? Yes. And we can always a little bit Monday morning quarterback that a little bit. But I think right now Croatia still they're in the game and they're probably gonna score. But the end result of this game is still up in the air for me. But the football, ladies and gentlemen, is the football that we all want to watch. Both teams going after each other, not trying to be overly cagey.
Yeah. So second half about to be started. Understanding some persons are having some issues with the stream.
The stream?
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you sent it to anybody?
Yeah, I sent a couple of people.
All right. Just text them and see if they're able to see it.
All right, cool.
Are you able to see it when you click on it?
I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, and let me know.
I might have to mute you because my
Yeah, man. You can go ahead. All right. So it is Japan 1, Croatia 0. Good game of football so far. For those of you're having some struggle, just go to the channel. We're trying to figure out.
I clicked on it 3 times, man. Sorry to interrupt you, but I clicked on it 3 times and it came up 3 times and it worked on my end. It takes some time to kick in, but if you just leave it there, it will pop up.
All right. Yeah, somebody said. I'm not hearing your Coach Baby.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that I clicked on it 3 times and it took a while, but once it kicks in, it's in. I think the person's probably rushing it a little bit.
No. See, somebody is saying it right here. Foreign Spider says something is off because sometimes the stream doesn't show up on the home page. I got to go search for it.
Oh.
So I am wondering what is doing that. Yeah.
Is it a Wi-Fi thing?
No, man, it's not Wi-Fi. I think let me. I don't know. We're going to try and sort it out. We're going to try and sort it out when this game. Go and try and sort it out. Don't worry about the thing. What they say? Every little thing.
Gonna be all right.
Gonna be all right.
Well, so what's your expectations for the second half here, man?
Listen, I am thinking Japan is going to win this. I just think they are a better team in terms of their structure and their organization. So I see them I see them winning this. I don't see Croatia coming back in this because Japan are a better second half team, right? So I just think like Croatia has too much for this Japan team. And they're not going to get back into this one. That's how I am seeing it. So I am going Japan to extend. I think they're going to win by 2 goals. And if Croatia get back, it will be later in the game to score one, but I don't see them coming back against this Japan team.
All right, that's a fair point. I also that's a fair point. But we all know that the longer the opponent, the team that down can keep it close at one zip, it's something that can one mistake and they're back in at 1-1 can change the tide. You don't have to be the best playing team on the day to win the game. Also, you just got to convert your chances, right? But from a pure football, from what we've seen in the first half, like I said, the Japanese not necessarily playing counter-attacking football, but when they do win the ball, their transition is so direct. They put pressure, on the seams of your team, and that over time, and that's one of the reasons why they are beating Spain after going on 1-0, and they're beating Germany after going on 1-0, because they put so much pressure on the seam, the spine of your team, and once you break, they convert.
Yeah. You want to big up Balakar as well. Balakar joining the chat. Welcome,
he's back.
Balakar. Yeah. That's Balakar money. Disappears. And then he appears because France won.
Well, hold on. Didn't the Balakar disappear like a week ago?
Yeah. That's him, man. He will appear. Once France win, he will appear.
All right.
Oh, I see Duklan.
Duklan, check.
Yeah. He's one of the late birds. I don't know. He had too much for breakfast.
Had a good weekend, man.
Yeah.
Had a good weekend. So you have a good weekend, you can take Monday off and you wake late.
Yeah.
They just to we don't want too much dead here. I don't know if you ever watched the Japanese league. Have you ever seen the Japanese league?
Yeah, man. I watch the J League.
Yeah, man. I always, used to come on Saturday evenings. A couple of years ago, it has not been. No, sorry, Friday evening.
I've started to watch most of the leagues, and so that is the thing. Yeah.
And used to come on every Friday evening, the roundup and the feature game, and the whole festive approach in the stadiums was something that I think the MLS has, the new franchise, have tried to create that same atmosphere in the stadiums. So now the game is back on again, and quick ball played forward by the Japanese, dealt with by the Croatians, and Japanese just again recovered the ball again, cut it inside number 15, hit a cracker of a shot left side of the goal, missed the goal by maybe a yard over the post, but again trying to get that second goal as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Again, I'm telling you, the kind of pressure that they're applying is going to make it, I think, very difficult for this Croatian team, and that is where I think, they're probably going to struggle. Again, people, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. If this is your first time, remember to hit that subscribe button. All right, you make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Know some of you are having some difficulties, but no fault of ours. We'll try our best to keep you up to date. It is 46 minutes now in the game, Japan, and we have with us the great.
Whoa!
Yes. So, Coach Swaby, you can go with all your questions now. Good morning, Mr. Speed. Welcome.
Morning. How are you, sir?
Yeah. Miss Coach Swaby was asking for the tactical breakdown, not of this game, but of the big clash yesterday.
First,
I don't know if you want to wait until the end.
First thing, Mr. Speed. Good morning, sir. Morning. I don't want to come on as being, the guy who harass you the moment you get on the car. So let's be our pleasure. Good morning, sir. How was your weekend?
Good.
Except for Sunday.
No. We play 2 games on Sunday. Men's Premier League and Women's Premier League. We won the Women's Premier League 9-0. So I don't understand you.
Okay.
I don't have any bad day.
The 1-0 from Mount Pleasant is tantamount to 12.
No. That's how it goes sometimes. It's early days.
Early days. I heard the young man whose score is one of your former player.
Yeah, we train him well.
Absolutely.
To score on you. You're training to score on you.
To score on anybody we train him to play international football.
Welcome BB Cross to the stream. BB Cross, I hope you have all the kids subscribed to I Am Sure Sports, and the spouse subscribe as well, BB Cross. I hope the entire family has subscribed, BB Cross. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Always a pleasure having you. We have Coach Rudolph Speed, who has just joined us, recovering from that game yesterday against Mount Pleasant, where Cavaliers were nipped with almost the last play of the game with a beautiful header by Jamai Topi from a wonderful corner kick taken by Devante Campbell, as Coach Theodore Whitmore strategically planned to score at a point where it was impossible for Cavaliers to respond.
You're listening to yourself. I'm sure you're not listening to yourself. You're saying that.
But what is your take on this game so far?
No, I wasn't watching it. I was going to start watching it now. I just came in. Just going to start watching
it now. Okay.
But I'm not surprised that Japan is ahead. Remember, I had spoken exclusively about, how fitter Japan is compared to the European teams. I remember we talked about the statistics where the European teams won the least amount in the last World Cup. So maybe they came back. I'm sure that Japan would have all the teams and non-European teams would have looked at that stats and say, maybe there's something here. If I get like a fitter, I might have a chance. And I think that is what is happening now. You can see the European much better tactically, and they believe that their game plan is enough with that tactical awareness to win. But these teams are getting better tactically and also having that fitness criteria, which is better than the European team, and it's causing problems now.
I can give you a quick breakdown of the first half. The first half was some of the best football we have seen from both teams in the World Cup. From start all the way to when the goal was scored, I think,
44th minute. The goal scored in 44th minute.
The football was sublime. One is more elaborate in the build-up, which is Croatia, while the Japanese were efficient, but not playing a counter-attacking, but the transition from the back four through midfield is something to behold. Almost every pass they picked, getting the ball into the 10 and to the 8, put stress on the Croatian system of play, where you could almost see once the ball is played in midfield, not only one but 2 or 3 players had to adjust themselves right away.
Yeah, like Foreign Spider said earlier, he said that they were playing in between the lines. It was it was absolutely beautiful how they played in between the lines. Duplan Stennett says, my granny would have said, Mr. Speed, fat the fall for mangoes. I think that is in reference to Jamai Topi scoring against him. But
I wouldn't say that. I would have said it was when Jamai left, it was time for him to leave. Jamai was established, wanted to earn more money. We earned some money from him. It was just time for him, and we had other players who was coming up that needed playing time. So it worked out for everybody. I can say we did well, and him carry on and do well himself. So I am happy for him. Not so happy for Mount Pleasant. And just in case you ask, I did shake Tapper and yesterday after the game.
Obviously, I know that Tapper would come over and shake your hand.
Yeah, he came over and shake me.
Tapper is a professional.
You what?
No. I have my spies, I have my spies.
He came over and shake, man.
Yeah, he did. I'm telling you, he went over and did it, and he greeted the players as well. He went out and greeted the Cavaliers players. I had my scouts out there, eyeing everything, and see. They tell me about Mr. Speed's reaction, He was
What was
very
my reaction?
he was very humble in defeat, and gave credit, he gave credit. So let's leave it.
I was ugly in defeat. I don't know what that means.
No, humble in defeat. Humble
Humble.
Yeah, in defeat, Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back. It's a long way.
Yeah. But again, there you go. Croatia with the ball in their own half here. But interesting season in the JPL as well. Some very interesting results yesterday. Lots of surprises. I think Tivoli losing again to Dumbe Holden. Mobi losing to Humble Lion. Japan with the ball here, playing it, giving away to the Croatian, Luka Modric. Duklan says he thought it was Tuchel versus Conte moment.
I never thought we played well. So we got some chances, but I just didn't think we played well. So
yeah, and I heard that the field was not good as well.
No, the field is awful. It's worse than the field that we train on. It's just substandard. I should have never played a Premier League game. So our passing game was just off.
Yeah. Again, ball played into the box, headed out, corner kick for the Croatian. Maeda giving a lot of problems. He's not the tallest, but his off-the-ball movement and leaping ability causing the Croatians a problem. You see the Croatians are down holding their knees. I think the pressing of the Japanese taking a toll on them. You see Kovacic holding on to his knees, trying to, get some air. You can tell that this high press, high intensity, non-stop running from the Japanese causing problems for the Croats here. Still, Japan leads by 1-0 in this, the 55th minute of the game. Japan 1, Croatia 0.
Oh,
remember,
brilliant goal ball, sir, from the right side into Perisic. A header, lower left-hand corner. Built the play through about at least 15 passes just now.
To Borisic. Back to Modric for Croatia. All the way out to this right side. Still Croatia with it. Cutting inside is a player. Trying to create something here. Ball played over into the box. Header and goal. What a beauty by Ivan Perisic. The Tottenham Hotspurs man heading that one to the left of the goalkeeper, nestling it low, hard. Very good header. Well directed. Go to the left of the goalkeeper, nestling in the bottom left-hand corner. The goalkeeper stretched as much as he could, as he wanted to. He could not stop that one. Croatia with the equalizer. It is Croatia 1, Japan 1. We have a game on our hand here. Beautifully directed header. Lots of power on it. Good direction. Like you're told by your coaches. Go low, go hard. When you head it, keep it on target, and most times you will get a goal. Exactly what Perisic did there. Powerful header that time. It's almost like he kicked it. The amount of venom that was unleashed from that header. Croatia 1, Japan 1. The stand is bouncing. The fans are excited. We have a game on hand here. The Croatians are not giving up.
Ball from the right side to the left side, then rotate back through midfield into the Japanese number 6 player feet. Shot from 25 yards out. Nice save by the goalkeeper. Put the ball over the top. So a corner kick for Japan. This game is going to be a good game all the way to the end. If nobody scores, no extra time, might even go to penalties.
Oh, what a save! That was a fantastic save. Oh, my word. Number 6 for Japan with the beauty. Firing that one at goal. Tipped over the bar by the goalkeeper. The man, Endo Watura. Endo with the shot there.
Turnover in the attacking half of the field. Perisic comes in on his favorite right foot. And good defending by the Japanese defender by getting something on it.
Very good shot by Endo. As the Croatian pumps this one forward, easily controlled in defense by the Japanese all the way back to their goalkeeper. Again, want to welcome the lone female. Don't see A.M. Henry this morning. Don't see Daphne this morning. But BB Cross is here. Good work by Madrid there in midfield as Perisic comes forward. Oh, cuts in inside. I think he should have passed that one a little bit earlier. He delayed the pass, giving the Japanese an opportunity to recover this one as the Croatian at the top of the Japanese box. But poor pass that time, controlled and cleared out of defense by the Japanese. It is Japan 1, Croatia 1. We're in the 59th minute of this game. We have not yet seen a round of 16 game go to the semifinal. Throw to be taken by Duranovic of Croatia. No game so far has gone into extra time.
Which is probably a good thing, because team would want to be conserving a lot of, as much energy as they can, because I mean every game now is really going to be a knockout. You don't want to start playing extra time games now because it might take a toll later in another game. So if you're winning extra time, I mean these referees are packing on the minutes. So those extra time is a lot more minutes than just 90 plus the 30. In 2 halves, they probably pack on another 15 minutes. So you really want to see if you can finish this game in normal time, because suppose you play extra time now and the next game's the next extra time game, then you're gonna be stretched.
Didn't the last World Cup Croatia went to 2 different extra time games?
You're right. Yeah.
I think they went. I think that ultimately also killed their legs a little bit, because that takes a lot out of you.
No, it will. No matter how well you think you manage it, it does have a little problem.
Yeah. Well, but we do have a game here because I don't think the goals are finished yet. I think there are more goals to come in this one.
Well, one thing about the knockout round, somebody has to win. So, of course, there's more goals to come. Whether it's in regular time, or penalties, more goals to come.
More goals to come.
There you go. The cheeky one there by Mr. Speed, but I leave you to Duklan.
The game is slightly a little bit more stretched right now. So not too much high pressing is the Japanese doing. They drop in, make sure that they get organized, and then they create a block to defend.
And there's a change by Croatia, number 17.
And the Japanese has proven that they can.
Oh, a brilliant shot from Madrid. Keeper went left hand top corner, put it over the post. You will see it in a second, gentlemen. Madrid popped up on a loose ball outside the box, took one touch with his chest to put it down. The ball kept bouncing, and he hit it with venom. Top left hand corner, sorry, top right hand corner, top hand saved by the goalkeeper. Maybe the save of the tournament so far.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Speed. I know you were saying something.
No, I was saying that I was saying that Japan has shown, as in the Germany game, that they can be very organized and can defend for long periods of time. The concentration is far less if they want to defend. I don't think they mind this game going to extra time. If they had thought that fitness would be, something that they were depending on, extra time would suit them.
And don't you get an additional substitution in extra time?
That's normally the rule, but I'm not sure here because it has never been used.
Because you have 5 substitution, and if it goes to extra time, I think the rule now
extra time and an extra time and an extra occasion.
Yeah, so I think that would make it 6 substitution teams have.
Yeah. So Luka Modric was FIFA World Player of the Year in 2018. It's 4 years since, but he's gonna have some of the magic still in him. Probably can't run as much, but that was never his strong point anyway. So he's a quality player. You have to be very careful.
Yeah, must keep your eyes on him.
Lionel Messi has been FIFA Player of the Year 5 times. Sorry, no, 6 times.
6, 7.
7. No, I think you're mixing up FIFA with something else.
I was talking about the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's 7, man. I think Ronaldo have 6 also. So?
No, FIFA Player of the Year, Ronaldo have 5.
Yeah, so it's 6. You're right. You're correct.
So we have a game on our hand here. This is not going to be an easy one. All right, I'm going to leave you in the capable hands. Demo saying Mitoma. I think that's a former Liverpool man making his entrance. Of course, Demo is going to speak to that. But leaving the capable hands of for a couple of minutes of Sir Speed and Sir Swaby.
So neither of us are great commentators, so I will try to do as much as I can. To see if I can keep up everyone with the play, especially people at work who can't follow the play on their tablets or on their laptop. Deflected cross just now. In fact, a deflected shot, and a Croatian player had a header that missed the goal. The Japanese now have the goal kick. They're set up to play.
You're about 30 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah. Now, you can see that Croatia is really pressing. They're probing. They have a lot of people in the box. They're really going all out to win this game. That's a lot of experience there. The header went wide, but if it was on target, I think the keeper would be in all sorts of problems.
Yeah, all sorts of problems. Now, even the throw-ins now that Croatia has taken is long, flick to the back post.
I think they believe that
Yeah.
they have to score now if they ever I think they're looking on this like a patch to score. In Japanese third, they have a lot of players in Japanese third, like 7 players they're committed forward.
And I think if they don't score at this time and the Japanese can weather this and get back to playing their football again, then the Croatian
There
are
are
gonna
8
have
persons in there and 8 persons in the third now.
yeah.
Pressing. Is this player coming off the pitch? Is they making a change now?
They're making a change, yes.
Yeah. Why? You notice when players coming off the pitch, they always look up in the sky, then they look around. Never ever look to the bench straight. They're looking everywhere else.
It's like somehow they're being reprimanded.
Yeah. That look on the face. I wonder
Yeah.
what his coach is a madman. What did I do wrong? That sort of thing.
Happened to me last night. Having a scrimmage and we're undermanned because a couple of kids didn't feel well. And all of a sudden I take out the right fullback. You know, okay, he's not the most athletic kid, but he did a decent job last night. Normally he's not even the starter. The starter has some sort of he has mono, so he can't really play for a couple of weeks, right? And the kid played, I would say, 80% of the game, and I took him off in the last 15 minutes. He comes to me, he says, "So, coach, you know, did I do something wrong where you take me off?" I'm like, "Why you have to do something wrong for me to take you out of the field?"
Gen Z.
Yeah, exactly. Need an explanation for every single thing. I'm like, why? Why would I? No.
How old is he?
That group was 15. That was a 15, U15 group.
Gen Z.
Yeah, yes. You know. But it's also the mentality where you gotta, you know, they want everything to explain to them. Why? No, you just come out because I want to look, and you know we have limited numbers, and if this ever happened in the season, one know that I can count on different people to do different things.
I mean, it's just a generation. I don't think it mean anything.
No, he didn't mean anything. He didn't mean anything. But it just you know, you had to act. It's just like these players coming out the field just now, and of course making a tactical change to go try and win the game, and he walking up as if he did something wrong. He did nothing wrong. He just, you know, the coach wanted to make a change to do something else to get the result. It happens to be you. Can't take out the goalkeeper.
Game has changed a little now. Japan has the ball in Croatia, so they have quick, weather the storm and then pushing back. But even this game, what happened here is that how we are. I mean, even though Croatia has just done so well in the world football, for some reason they're not loved. You know, they're not really loved. More people are just waiting to see the match this evening.
Yes. Yes. You know, and I think because they don't have that star, they never had that star. Even when they had that big team in '98, which is a very good team, I don't think they ever had that world star.
Right.
You know, or maybe in Europe they market Madrid as a big star, but they don't market him across the world, right?
Well, and I remember in this country, Magic, one of the time he couldn't even go home and was afraid them lock him up.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, I told people all the time, I said the deal when Tottenham decided to sell him was a deal when they were going to struggle for a couple of years to find a player that could produce, because they sold him and banked their money on what's his name, the African, the kid from England. He's no longer in the England setup now.
Well, remember, that Tottenham has always been selling people for a lot of money. Just that they don't know what they do with the money. But remember, even Gareth Bale,
Yes.
they sold him for almost 100 million. And then bought a guy for 50 million that is no use. Them have to trade him before the season finished.
Exactly. What the kid's name? Dele Alli. Okay, they sold him thinking that Dele Alli was going to be the next thing to take his spot, and he wasn't anywhere in his class.
Yeah. So they are noted for that. So
yeah. Again, a good attack down the right side by Croatia. Play the ball out. A couple of quick passes, then a quick cross to the center of the box, flicked on by a Croatian player. Ball goes out for a corner kick. Japan is about to make another sub. Number 15 coming out. Number 15 is, let me see who's number 15 for Japan. That's Kamata. And number 19 is coming in. Let's see, my Japanese pronunciation is good enough. Number 19. Sakai. Sorry. See? My Japanese is not bad. Game is taking a little bit different look right now. Not as smooth as the first half. A lot of players going down. Maybe just take some rest to slow the game down so you stay in control, so players don't make errors. So it's strategic and also smart, both sides. Right, I'm not going to play through any discomfort to cause them team anything. So players are going down just to slow the clock down, get them team a chance to breathe, have the coaches get some information out on the field so they can keep moving the chains forward. The first half, the Japanese goalkeeper didn't play as many long balls as he's playing right now. Every chance he gets, he goes long. Ooh, another turnover by the Japanese team, but quick repress, push the Croatian team back. Madrid was dispossessed there. Good attack now by the Croatian player. By a Japanese player, good tackle by the Croatian player coming back. I think that's Kovacic, good player. The Chelsea faithful will always love that effort that he gives.
Back again.
Quick giveaway. Sorry, man, a quick giveaway, and Politics make a nice run, shot the ball from 20 yards out. He's looking for a corner kick. I think it's a deflection, so it's a corner kick. And we know how dangerous he is with that left foot. Received the ball just inside the half, dribble at the center back, and unleash a thunderous left foot, deflected out for a corner.
The Japanese brought on Karu Mitamore, the Brighton man, the midfielder from Brighton. They also brought on Asano, the former Arsenal man that plays at VfL Bochum in Germany. He's 28 years old. The Croatian changes sees Bodimir, the attacker that plays for Osasuna in La Liga, coming on, and also Pasalic of Atalanta also coming on. So those are the substitution. Both teams making three. Sakai also came on for Japan as well. He's a 32-year-old defender. So Croatia took out Petkovic and Kramaric, and Japan taking out Morita. Is it? No, they took out Kamada, and they also took out Nagatomo. 1-1 it is. Japan scoring in the 43rd minute through Maeda. The equalizer coming in the 55th minute. A beautiful header by Ivan Perisic, the Tottenham Hotspur man. So it is 1-1 here in the 78th minute of this game. So we make it around approximately 11 minutes to go in regular time, and then we will go into time added on if the deadlock is not broken. Unlike the Man in the Costa Cup where it goes straight to penalty, there'll be 15 minutes of extra time, and then you'll get into the dreaded penalty kick out if there has been no score. So interesting, this could be the first game that goes into overtime if neither team are able to break this deadlock. Will we see another goal in this, or will it go to penalty? 1-1 it is. We see a foul here on Endo. The fouls are piling up. Referee giving a stern warning to the Croatian player there. You can see even his teammate talking to him. Can't afford to play. Getting an echo over there, Sir Swaby.
Yeah, echo?
Yeah. It's gone now.
Sorry.
Yeah. Again, I want to thank you for watching. Remember, if you're watching and you're not yet a subscriber to I Am Sure Sports, please go ahead. We need 193 more subscribers. All right. We'd love to get that in this week. That way we can move up to, guess what? 5,000. That's a good target for this year. So let's make it happen, people. Hit the like button. Share the content with somebody else. Want to big up the lady BB Cross in the building as well. It is still Japan 1, Croatia 1 in this round of 16 World Cup qualifying game.
Hey, I must say the Japanese, despite this half not free flowing as the first half, the defensive work individually that they do, put it together collectively, it's something. Remember the first game that we watched against Argentina with the Saudis putting that really good shift, right? And we laud them for the work they put in the organization. But this team is just at a different level, man. Different level.
So this game will be played on December the 9th. This tie between the winner of the Japan-Croatia, Brazil-South Korea. Those games will be played, I think, on Friday. Yes. Yeah. After the Argentina-Netherlands game. So that will be the day of the tie. Then on the 10th, you'll have England versus France. And then the other two quarterfinalists will be decided today when Portugal takes on, tomorrow, when Portugal takes on Switzerland and Morocco takes on Spain. It is 1-1 in this game here. We're in the 82nd minute. Do you think any of these teams do they go into safe mode now, or are they trying to win this game?
The question is that me first? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
He look like he's
Engaged. Yes.
I no. From what I'm seeing, both teams are still doing, their best to score a goal. They're not taking any chances. I don't know if you saying safe mode is just them going away from what they've been doing. I can tell you that the Japanese goalkeeper have not played out of the back as frequently as he did in the first half. He opted to play along at least the last 4 times, right? One of the balls at his feet are in his hands. He opted to go along. So maybe that was something that was either told to him after they conceded a goal, or something that was said to him from halftime, like, don't overplay from the back.
Yeah.
But
wondering if the Japanese would try to bring on the former Liverpool man. I think he also played at Dortmund. Minamino, because he's still on the bench.
Yeah, but his thing is offensively he's good. He's not going to give the work that his teammates are going to give right now from a tactical standpoint defensively. He's not going to do that. But he'll, if they need a goal, they're probably going to put him on and sacrifice his defensive work.
Okay.
But he's not the kind of player that's going to say, hey, listen, you're going to play in this particular space and help us to defend properly. He's not that kind of player. And that's what my big thing with him, at Liverpool. Japanese break down the right side, good defending by Lovren, by the shepherding him outside, retrieving the ball for a goal kick. But like the question you asked earlier, man, I don't think any of these teams are looking to not score before the end of this.
Well, it's not that they're trying not to score. I think they are playing more safe, which is emphasize more not conceding.
Yes.
At this time, and if we get a break, we go ahead and take it instead of just trying to score, and being careless defensively. I think that is it. So the Samurais of Japan playing against the Croats. It is 1-1 here in the. We make it 85 minutes so far in this game. Just 5 minutes of regular time to go. And then we'll have time added on. Again, thank you so much for joining I Am Sure Sports. We're here with Coach Huntley Swaby and also Coach Rudolph Speed. We are an international brand. We listen, we don't just speak emotionally. This is sensible, wise footballing discussion. And you can learn something from this. You understand me? These two men are very qualified and have helped to build many talents, right? So want to thank them for making themselves available for doing this with us, as well as Coach Andrew Edwards. We have Dimo Dre, who may be joining us for the Brazil game. We don't know. It's a Monday, and so he probably has a busy day at work. We also have Coach Javan Parchment. We have CC, who was also a part of the panel as well. So we have had very good footballing minds here, and of course you have me, Management, your host.
Just to stop your Management and let you know that Takumi is coming in now. He's coming in for number 8 on the Japanese team, which is
number 8.
Yeah, Ritsu. So Takumi is coming playing on the right side for Ritsu.
Right, yeah. So Minamino, the former Liverpool man.
Yep.
Yes, he's coming in now. Presently plays for Monaco. Really has been having a very torrid time in Monaco. Have not been doing so well over there, but he's coming on now. He can create some problems. Offensively, very speedy and skillful player. I hear Duckland keep saying, what? People love the bread side. What is the bread side?
Remember, Duckland have his own language, you know. Yeah, so
Who is called the bread side? Is it Japan or Croatia?
I don't know.
Are the Japanese known for some sort of bread?
I
don't know. Come on, Duckland, explain to us.
No, we can ask Mr. Speed. Can remember, Mr. Speed is the man who's a world traveler, I know.
I don't know what the bread. I don't know what the bread side.
Yeah.
Duckland. Korea. Somebody tell me say Croatia island of the bread. Yeah. Them have all type of different bread. Yeah. Any bread you can think of, them have it over there.
Oh, big up Duckland with the knowledge.
But do they have Jamaican bread?
Them have every bread over them here.
Right.
All that bread can last you 9 months.
Or Croatia, yes. So in the Jamaica Women Premier League from yesterday's result, let me just give you some result. Fraser's Whip 3, Olympic Gardens 2, I think. Baptist Alliance 0, Springers United 2, Veer 11, Mobile FC, Real Mobile FC 0, and Cavaliers FC 9, Royal Lakes 0.
So I think Veer, Mobile FC, Cavalier, and Royal Lakes and Spot Valley, I think the name. Mile Gully is in the same zone. I think they may have sat out yesterday. And then the other team that they called Springers, and they're in another zone. So it's gonna play like round robin in each zone first, one then cross zone, then they go to quarterfinals.
Okay.
So
Quick question, Mr. Speed. Is the My Gully team is Coach Watson a part of that setup, or
yeah,
is
well, Coach Watson is Mile Gully. So any team named Mile Gully.
No, just want to make sure, you know, because I know that everything passed through Mile Gully is Coach Watson. So just want to make sure if someone infiltrated and started doing something other than what he wants, because he's a governor down there.
Yeah, and last time I saw him look healthy and fit. So it's gonna be a long time before anything like that change. He's now the president of Manchester Football Association.
Yeah, man, I talk to him regularly. I even saw him when I went down the other day. You know.
So still it is 1-1. We're in the 90th minute. So this looks like the first game of this World Cup that is going to extra time unless someone can break this deadlock. Just want you to know that Duckland was also making reference, not that he knew that there was a lot of bread in that place. I think that was offside and they played it on, but that sequence of play is over. And there's a yellow card here to the Croatian for that foul. But the bread thing also came because they have the red and white. You know that is how the bread in Jamaica look. The bread bag.
Oh, got you.
You know that bread in Jamaica, white bread that you
Yes.
buy, and it's in the bag that looks just like that.
So now I'm hearing Manning's man update is not that them have whole heap of bread in a Croatia. It's true the gears look like a
Yeah, that's the gears, right. So that's what they just said. that's what I'm just saying.
It's not the bread. It's
it
not
looks like the national bread bag.
yeah.
Only
That's
4
right.
minutes of time to be added to this game.
But the truth is, though, I say a lot of those countries like Sweden, a lot of those countries they do a lot of bread.
Yes.
In that part of the world where it's cold.
Yes.
We have Christopher Carroll. Christopher Carroll is one of the, a Christian, one of those subscribers that always praying and encouraging I Am Sure Sports. Big up! Welcome, Sir Carroll. First time I saw his name, I thought it was Christmas Carroll, and then I realized it was Christopher Carroll. The first time that I saw it, he was one of the earliest subscribers to the platform. Always encouraging, man. So bless up, Sir Carroll. Yes. So it is. He says Manchester is Barry Watson. Yeah. Mr. Speed, I heard that the under 17 thing went well, man. That some good talent, and it was.
I don't know if Manchester is Barwatika. There was also a president came from Manchester. He's a pretty important.
Oh
man
yeah,
too.
Tony James.
Yeah, and he has a team. He has teams for a long
Los
time.
Perfectos. Yes, yes.
I think both of them would be rivals to challenge who's the best.
Whoa. Stop for a second here. Really? I know both men. Both men are great men. But my dad was also the president for Manchester Football Association, also 3 different terms. And that's when Lusby was in his heyday.
No, but what Mr. Speed is saying that
I know what Mr. Speed is saying.
Only want to send it to the president of the only want to send it to the president of the GFF though.
No. It's because Christopher Carroll said Manchester is Barry Watson. I'm just making the point. There's another big man in Manchester. That's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to compare them or anything.
No, there's no comparison. Everybody, all of them have done great stuff. And remember, Coach brother, because I coach me call him, Coach Barry Watson brother was also the president also.
Yeah. I also want to big up Kerry James. Kerry James is one of the subscribers. That's Mr. Tony Jameson. Always has done an interview here. Always supporting the platform. Big up Kerry James as well.
That was it. So it's really 2 good stalwart at the parish when it comes to football. They have done a lot.
Man, they both work tirelessly for football in Manchester, both youth and senior football.
So here Dukla, because Croatia never make a flag in Jamaica, then use a national baker box.
That's what I did say to them. I said, let's not assume, let's ask Dukla what it means. Because
Jason says, the giant bread, right? The giant bread is his card.
So at this particular point in time, definitely, unless there is a error in the game, it look like it's going for a draw.
Yes.
Croatia 60% possession to 40% for Japan, but 40% for Japan is usually good. They have won all of the matches with that type of
with lesser.
Yeah, even with
the second that mean they're in the game.
Was it the German game? They were like at 18.
18% in the German game.
So I think they're doing too good with the possession here. They needed to drop it down a little more. They probably just need to give Croatia the ball more and then hit on the counter.
Skim off the top a little bit and bring it down to in the lower 20s.
Yes, and they probably have a chance.
Sure shot of winning.
So this is why the time between the games have been extended. One of the things I like about what is happening in this World Cup is that except for one of the stadiums, you can actually watch 2 games a day because the stadiums are so close. Like you can by the time you're clear, you can move and go into a next stadium and watch the game because they're not far away and they have these shuttle that can move you like in 10 minutes from one stadium to the other. So many persons were able to watch like more than 1 games for the day during the earlier stages. So it is the end of 90 minutes and time added on. It is Croatia 1, Japan 1. Go ahead, gentlemen, and just give us your thoughts. How do you prepare your team? Give us your thoughts on what happened and how do you prepare your team going into extra time? Do you tell them go for it in the first 15, sit back in the first 15, go for it in the second, or you say, listen, let's see if we can see out the next 30 minutes and we are good at penalties and wait for the penalties. How do you mentally prepare and set up your team for this?
Well, I think when you get to this part of the game, the coach knows what his team has physically, all right? And the first 15 is when you're going to really push the envelope to try and go get something to put the next team on their heels. But I would manage it. I would manage 7.5 minutes to the next 7.5 minutes. After the first 7.5 minutes, we look and see what's there for us. And then we make a decision on the next 7.5. So you break it up now into 4 quarters basically, right? And when that 15 has passed, you make an assessment again, knowing that you have one more sub you can use, right? One more sub.
Well. The truth is, neither team has used up their 5 substitution. So Croatia has only made 2 substitution. Japan has made 4.
And with the window, so how does that window work after the full time?
No, I mean they can't. Remember, they would not have used up their windows, so they have enough windows to make.
All right, so they still can make a couple of changes. Yeah. So again, and that would go into what I'm thinking, from the first 7 to the second 7 to the half time or the extra time, and then you make, because remember, if you see that there's a clear weakness that's forming in that first 7 and a half minutes, and you have the resources on the bench to go out and go win that game by overloading that side, then you go do it, right? Because no one really wants to go to penalty shooter, no matter how good and confident you are in your goalkeeper, and in your kickers, because we all know that's a lottery, right? So I would manage it 7.5, and because I have the windows, can make those subs, then we're looking to see the cracks, because no matter how fit you are, the longer the game go, mentally you start weighing down, right? So we get quality players into those spaces. If I have quality players on the bench to put in those spaces where I can see them breaking down physically and mentally, then you overload those spots and go get the goal.
Yeah. All right. What say you, Sir Speed? Think we're not hearing you. You're muted. Don't know if. I think Sir Speed is engaged. Otherwise, engaged there.
So how you think you would do it?
Listen, I am saying the first 15 minutes, you try to get a goal. You press, you try to get a goal. That's it. If you concede, you still try and press. If you don't score, you have to sit back in the next 15 minutes. So you just play the moments. You sit back and say, listen, all right, we don't want to risk it going forward. Let's play on the counter if we get something, but let's be solid defensively. Though penalty shootout is risky, let's bring it there, because it's better we go there than play risky and give up a goal. So first 15 minutes, I'm going at it, because what will happen is that I know I have some more time to make it, right? Yeah.
No, I think that's a fair assessment also.
Welcome, Eagle Republic. Yes, indeed. It is the 2 teams that made their debut in the World Cup in 1998, Croatia and Japan, in the same group that Jamaica was. And that game ended, I think, with Croatia winning it by a 0-0 over Japan. And they actually Croatia finished 3rd in that. Then Argentina advanced out of the group. And they finished 3rd in that World Cup in 1998. I think they actually defeated Argentina. Was it? I don't remember.
I don't think they defeated Argentina in the 3rd place. Who played that 3rd place game?
Who did France beat and who did Brazil beat in 1998? Because Brazil and France went to the finals. Did
France beat Croatia?
Yeah, and Brazil defeated who?
Who did Brazil? Because I remember
was it Germany?
Netherlands. It was Brazil beat Netherlands and France beat Croatia.
Yeah. True. It was the Netherlands. There
you go.
That time UEFA had 15 teams, CONCACAF had 3, CONMEBOL had 5, AFC had 4, CAF Africa had 5, OFC non-qualified. The winner of the OFC usually play off for the AFC grouping, I think. But in 1998. I didn't realize that was the first time Croatia entered though. It was.
Yeah. 1998. First time.
But they were ranked very high. They were ranked 19th in the world.
Yeah, I think that was when Yugoslavia, they were part of Yugoslavia.
Oh,
Or were they part of? Yeah, I think they were part of Yugoslavia.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries breaking up in that time, I suppose. So who is last in the World
Yes,
Cup this
last.
Mm.
The host and Canada.
Which one is worse?
Qatar on goal difference, right?
Yeah. So the Yugoslavia had Bosnia Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, and Serbia included like Kosovo and Vojvodina.
All of those countries, yeah.
Yeah. So all of these are like separate countries now.
Came from one country.
Yeah. So a lot of the players that played for Yugoslavia were actual Croats. So when it broke up, they got you'd say they got
better players.
Right.
So from that time, 1998 to 2018, UEFA had 4 teams. South America had 5. OFC non-qualified. CONCACAF, as usual, 3. Africa had 5. And AFC, the Oceanic group, had 5 in 2018. So yeah, Australia.
Oceanic had 5.
No, sorry, not Oceanic.
Asia
Group had 5.
Yeah.
Australia, Iran, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and South Korea. So you can see there is some improvement. Well, Europe fell 1, which is good actually, because they have a lot of teams in the World Cup. A lot.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see how many European teams are in the last 8. Big up Ruchin.
Anyway, 2000. In which one?
No man, I'm talking like in comparison. I think we did it already where there were 8 teams, so they have lost the numbers in the round of 16 because they have less now. But I want to see what the quarterfinals look like. Like how many European teams are in the quarterfinals? Yeah, in 2018, and how many will be in it in this to see? Yeah. Because so far, several European teams are in it. Because England is through, France is through, the Netherlands are through, and Argentina. So 3 European teams already, 1 South American team have made it through.
And then there's a possibility.
Oh, there's a goal. A joke, just kidding.
And there's Portugal playing Switzerland, so that's 1.
Yeah, that's right? 1 more.
That's 1 more. There's still a possibility of 1 more here also, and there's a possibility of Spain. So how much is that?
Yeah.
So that 1, 2, 3.
There's 3 already, so they could get 3
5,
more.
6. The possibility is 6.
Yeah.
6 in the 8.
6 in the 8.
6 out of the 8, right. I wonder what the numbers were in 2018.
2018.
I think we did that already, management.
Yeah, I did, but I don't remember.
I think it was either 6 or 7.
No, that was in the round of 16. They had 7.
Yeah.
But I didn't check how many qualified from that to the round of 8 to the quarterfinals.
All right. Let me see if I can find it.
But I know there will be at least two spaces not by European, because Argentina is there and Brazil, South Korea. That's either Asia or South America. So Japan is the only. Well, you have Morocco.
So last time, the round of 8, you said?
Yes.
You had France, you had Belgium, you had Russia, Croatia. That's 4. Sweden and England. So they really had 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6.
6.
And only so they are rough. They are running at the same rate.
Yeah, because it was only Brazil.
It was Brazil and Belgium.
No man, not Belgium. Belgium is Europe.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's one quick thing.
No, it was Brazil and Uruguay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're taking out the captain and their talisman. Modric is coming off. I don't see who they're gonna bring on for him yet. I gotta see his numbers.
Maybe they're going to bring on the attacker. What's his name? Vlasic. Let's see.
Number 7.
They're bringing on number 7. Well, that's not Vlasic. Number 7 is Meyer. Yeah, he plays in France for Rennes, 24 years old. I think Luka Modric is done.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's done.
So last time, I mean, actually the English-speaking countries did well. Last time they had only England alone. This time the 3 went into the round of 16. This time only England alone. Sorry, last time it was only England alone in the round of 16. English-speaking countries. So, but in the last 8 again, England went all the way to the 3rd place playoff. So England is actually seems to be improving and look like they get into the contender column nowadays.
Not the pretenders column.
No,
listen, I know foreign spider you're thinking why take off Modric, but I think he's a liability in the midfield. He's walking, man.
Kovacic also. They took off both of them.
Yeah, because they're walking. Yeah, I don't know if you see that. Because the Japanese, listen, remember they only made 2 substitutions. The Japanese changed out their entire midfield basically. Running at them. So
but Magic is so good though. I would sacrifice one, but I'd probably want to try and keep him on.
He's walking though.
Yeah, but remember, but he can find a pass. Remember, you know, in I think it was Uruguay, when they took off some of their best players, and then everything fell apart, and they didn't qualify for the round of 16. You have to be careful taking off your star players.
Because
there was nobody on the field to score.
And also remember with the game being stretched right now, yes, they did put on some fresh legs in midfield, but he can still find that pass, that extra pass to create something.
And he's by far the smartest player on the pitch, and football brains must account for something.
Yes.
So you could use one, keep on one of those. Yeah. And rearrange the team. Maybe play like a 4-4-1-1 and let him stay right behind the striker because he's gonna use his brain. And I was wondering if it goes down to penalty shootout, would you want him to be?
Would you want him on the field? Yes. Would you want him on the field? But then again, he could have been the one who initiated this. Maybe he's just being honest with himself and said, "I have nothing left in the tank."
Mm-hmm.
Because you have players who are honest enough to say that, say, "Hey, coach, get me out, get the next guy in who's gonna do the work for us."
No, I would like to see that player, but you're probably right.
It's a rare quality. Not a lot of players are gonna say that.
Yeah, so it's still 1-1. Coming to the close of this first stanza of additional time. There you go, Ruchin. Has to be team before self. Absolutely. I agree with you. Team before self.
Yeah, we know that. But that's easier said than done, You know that man is man. You have been involved in football long enough. that's easier said than done, buddy. You know, some players.
And maybe as a captain, he probably said to the coach, like, listen, let me see if I can go the next 10 minutes, because you notice the coach was speaking to both of them during the interval. So they could have said to the coach, let's see if we can do this for the next 10 minutes. Yeah. And then if not, just pull us out, man.
Yeah.
Because this is every other day they're playing games, and the man is 37 years old.
And the player who came on for him looked like he's a lefty, and he's pretty handy on the ball. Very handy on the ball. Lefty, real good skill.
Yeah, maybe he's fine, but
I would have gone the same way as that speed, the same way. I would probably say, hey, I'd love to take him out, but I'm gonna keep him out there at least for this first half of the extra time.
So that's what I'm saying. The fact that they took him off in the first half of the extra time, just tell it that maybe just his legs are gone.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, because
that's what you meant when you said done.
Yeah. Most coaches would try to keep him at least for the first stanza, but they substituted him, which is suggesting to us that he came out saying, all right, give me 10 more minutes, or give me the first, and he just couldn't move.
The first 7 minutes. Remember, I said it. It's the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, so he probably
great run by Japan. Cannon of a shot. The keeper blocked it. The ball goes back out, right down the center of the field. Ball ricochet to the right side. Japan again, a great cross in. Good header by the center back, getting the ball out. Ball's ping-ponging around. Now it's going to be a corner for Japan. Wow, that came from nothing. Now it's a corner kick to the left side of the Croatia goal. Croatia kicking from right to left, Japan left to right. Yeah, that was a rocket. The keeper had nothing to do but parry it. Ball didn't have to get the ball over the bar.
I think what is happening is that they're the one thing I would say is that they're missing leadership out there now, which is probably the only reason you'd keep on Luka or Kovacic, just for their leadership ability in the moments like these. Sometimes when they take off certain players, they give your opponent confidence. And then what it can do is make them get very complacent too. Yes. So it works both ways. It can give them confidence, or they can just think like, oh, when they take off the danger, man, let's play with more freedom. And then that leads them to conceding.
Yep.
So you can look at it both ways.
Yep.
So they're adding 2 minutes of additional time to the first stanza of extra time.
Yeah, these players are going to be dead for the next game. Whichever team play these two teams, if they get the job done, if Brazil get the job done today in regular time, they're going to have a huge advantage going to the next game.
Yeah, well,
that is if your game. Well, who's playing them? It's going to be that's going to be the winner of the Brazil match, right?
Yeah, yes. That is if your game don't go into extra time.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you get your game done in regular time.
Yeah. And again, that is why Brazil, is one of the favorites. But if you remember a mistake and put people like 39-year-old veteran where themselves win everything except the World Cup on the pitch, it's just going to be a problem. I mean, it's difficult at that age to keep up with these young boys. These boys.
What I'm saying is that Croatia has made the least rotation to their starting 11 of all the teams in the World Cup. So and they have an old team, so that could work against them.
No, which by itself is probably not a bad thing. Remember, there's a whole heap of recovery methods now. There's something called magic foot and magic boot. There's a lot of things to recover, man. That level of money.
The cryo chamber and all that stuff. So these players are getting the best to recover. But the more minutes you play, it's still gonna give you, no matter how young you are, and especially the older you are, it's gonna give you, it's gonna take you more time to recover. But Mr. Speed, I want to ask you a question. The
So that's the end of the first stanza of additional time. The teams are going to turn around for the second 15 minutes, and then if they're still tied, it goes straight to penalties. Go ahead with your question, Coach.
I just want to say this right before I ask the question. The Japanese passing accuracy have dropped from in the 80s. The first time it has dropped from in the 80s to 77%, while Croatia have dropped slightly from 87 to 84% accuracy. So they're still in the 80s. Now we're gonna
we relax and we remind.
huh?
We relax and
we remind. Yeah. So it's dropping. So Mr. Speed, we're gonna ask you the how, right? Because some people have the saying about the how you win a game. Just winning a game is okay. But what do you think about the how you win a game? Is that important also? The way you play?
Well, the how usually come from your organization. So
well, hold on, Mr. Speed, before you answer, isn't the how depending on who? Meaning who you're playing?
Well,
I don't care. I don't care who I beat France, if I'm playing against them, because I'm, But go ahead, Mr. Speed.
All 5 why is very important all the time. So all of them is important. So you're right to management, but usually, of course, there's a thing, a match resistant called luck. Sometimes, like the goal that was scored against Argentina, it was just out of nowhere. The guy took a shot, he took a deflection, and it went in. So you do have that sometimes, but clearly, yes, the how depends on how you organize and what is likely to happen because of your organization. Usually, that's how I see.
I think, like I said, that how I win is depending on who I'm playing against. When I'm playing, so if I'm playing back-to-back games, like in a couple of days, when I'm playing is important in terms of my recovery time and all of that. As the Croatians are making 2 more substitutions, you can see that they're trying to close out this one, go into penalties.
Yes.
So I think this is now.
No, they don't want it to go to penalties. That's what they mean.
Really? No. So this is now 6 substitution for them. I think
they see the subs. I think the Croatian approach this the way I explain or I would do it with the 7.5 minutes. And now if you see they're introduced 2 more subs for the last 15, trying desperately to get this goal in the first 7 in this half.
But they brought on a player and they took him out. So they substituted one of the substitute.
So I think he probably had some issues.
In the 66th minute and he was taken out. So
he's probably having some issues.
Yeah. Japan has also, they have made their 5th substitution, Tanaka coming on. So
how is this player gonna leave it down? Sub the sub. When you do that, people not come back at training.
Well, he'd have played around 45 minutes. He came in, for the last 28 of the regular time plus the first 15 minutes of additional time. So each team
is trying to make sure that their best penalty takers is on the pitch.
It's not a field.
So Croatia has made 6 changes, 6 substitutions in total.
So I think that is really what is happening. Which makes a lot of sense. Because the whole might be penalty. The whole might be penalty shots. That's all So I mean, they call the second half the pressure half. You have to analyze the game in a real time. Anything can be happening. This is one decision you make now might not be the same decision you want to make in a minute time. It could be.
I feel like they have made 7 substitutions. I don't know. So Vlasovic came on.
You feel.
Arzik came on.
You can check right.
Maya came on. Palasi came on. And Budimir came on. And then they took off. 6 substitutions. And then they took off Budimir and brought on. So 6 substitutions.
Yeah, they made 6 yet. They made 6.
Japan has made 5 substitutions. So Japan still can make a next one if they so desire.
Yeah. Probably them have the best penalty kicker on the bench. They're not ready to put him on it. But if I know how well this Japan team was, they have been preparing for like about 4 years.
Yes.
I would envy. If I was Japan, I would be loving my chances in the penalty shootout. I think they're gonna be very good.
What about this team that I see a lot
on
of
the left side here? Poor ball in the box. Won by Croatia.
What about teams that bring in goalkeepers for penalty shootout?
Yeah.
Is that a recommended thing, or maybe the keeper who is out there is already into the game? You know.
No, man. You have keeper who. Let me explain now. So when it comes to penalty shootout, a lot of people make the mistake and train the kickers. The person who you must train is the goalkeeper. He's the most important person in a penalty shootout, not the kickers. Penalty is normally expected to score. You want a keeper who is gonna be calm and make the right decision. Just diving all over the place, don't cut it. You want a keeper who is going to be communicating with the kicker. So he kind of based on the kicker set up himself to know where the kicker going to go and keep him calm and save the 1 or 2 bad ones. Because in a penalty shootout, there's going to be at least 1 bad penalty.
When you don't know the kickers, you look at a certain tell signs. 1,
Yes.
body position, right? 2, which foot he kicks with.
Yes.
How he approaches, how far he runs up, the paces he takes to kick the ball.
And also, if is the person slightly injured, is he going to kick across his body based on his technique? If he's a defender, I'm not kicking across his body.
Yes.
A lot of things is in it.
Yes.
The better players can kick across their body and still be accurate. Some players not going to take the chances.
Not going to take a chance.
And that is why a lot of defenders kick away the penalty because they're just nervous. They're not used to it. So all of those things, one kicker is going to kick the ball straight down the middle of the pitch. But if you dive away before, you're not going to see
there
it.
was a recent conversation about penalties that are supposed to score because it's a penalty, not taking in consideration that the goalkeeper has something to do with it, some part to play in this. If it was supposed to score, they would have removed the goalkeeper from the equation.
Yeah, so it is just 10 minutes of time left to be played in this one, Croatia versus Japan, the first game in this edition of the World Cup that has gone into overtime, and looks like it could be headed into penalty unless we can find a hero in the late stages here, right? Lots of substitution. You can see that the teams are a little bit, I don't want to say they are disorganized, but the same cohesiveness is not being seen as it was in the first in the first 90 minutes of this game. But there's a
fatigue tends to make that happen too.
Yes, I have a theory on that. You have fresh legs and you have basically steel legs. You're going to be 2 different speed you're playing at. So that could be a part of why you see some disconnect.
Dave reminding us that Netherlands did that a few years ago with a change of goalkeeper with assertive clearance. Demo says the teams look disjointed. Yeah, that's probably the best words to use, because 6 changes for your starting 11, and your goalkeeper is in the goal. So when you say 7, like only 4 of your starters are out there, which are probably centre back. So most of this squad, the starting 11 from midfield to forward, they have all changed. That is what you're looking at.
Yeah, but this is a thing that often happens in college football or college soccer here, because you have that no re-entry in the first half and re-entry in the second half. So if every team have their starting 11, right? But ultimately, when you put fresh players on, you're gonna have that one, like I said, steel legs, fresh legs, and the players who are fresh are gonna come on and play at a different speed, sometimes slower, sometimes a little bit faster than the guys who are on the field. And if they can't match up or synchronize the speed, somebody's gonna make an error.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna make an error.
Make it around 6 minutes or so to go for this one. Goes to penalty. It would be devastating if someone were to concede. See Coach Swaby on the edge of his seat like something is close to happening.
No, there's a long throw for the Croatian to the left side of the Japanese box, and this guy can throw them. He throws them all the way into the 6-yard box. Flicked on by the Croatia tallest player on the field. Keeper gets it, play a long ball in behind. The Japanese striker, number 18, is in possession. Good strength to hold the ball up. He was being hounded by the Croatian center back.
How come I'm ahead of you?
Huh?
Croatia have the ball attacking Japan now, you know. Ball played over the top.
What time you have?
I am at almost 14 minutes.
No. I'm beyond 14 minutes.
Oh.
But my feed is sticking also, so maybe I got a glitch and, my feed is sticking right now. I don't know why. Let me switch to let's take it out of the 4K. Because I think 4K is gonna hold on. Mine is frozen right now.
Well, we have 5 minutes leave. 5 minutes leave in regular time.
Somebody says, speed. I can see, remember how a goalkeeper should react to a penalty. Scabot John says, up top, bro.
Yeah, man, I know Scabot John, man. Used to be, when I play for school, he used to be our keeper. Top youth.
So you used to rub bench, man? I never know you used to rub bench. But,
So do that too. I used to play a whole heap of time too.
Yeah. So what position you used to play, Mr. Speed? In the Titchfield team that got to the finals?
To the final, yeah, I was on the team. I would play centre half or left back. Mostly centre half that year. The year before I was playing mostly left back.
Hold on, Mr. Speed, which year you play?
82.
I think Dintil won.
No.
Oh, so you play against my uncle then?
Colonel.
Oh, yeah, Colonel. Oh, Steve Buckner was the referee, the coach.
Yeah. I would play a Montego Bay.
Steve Buckner was not the coach, man. He was
play a Montego Bay at Jarrett Park.
Can't beat Cornwall at Jarrett Park, man. Man. You can't go to Montego Bay, A man can't come from where a Portland come beat. Mobile team and Mobile. That can't work.
The team use all the field train.
No, man, Cornwall have their own field, man. Come on now. Big up CC. Original CC. Yellow and red.
That's how the team used to play them home games.
No, man, go further than that, man. The referee then used to do all the practice scrimmage them at the team them field too.
Hey, along with up on the field before we see the referee come.
Yeah, man. Play Russia at Jared Park, 88. And the referee walk out. I-5, all the players them.
That is true. Ron, you know football, man. He said Dr. Chin run Titchfield them time. The true. Dr. Chin was a star, man. Right, Mr. Speed?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Ron, you know the football history.
Yeah. And if you think him is a Chinese, him not even 1/24 of a Chinese. Black man.
Right now, the Croatian team is just, putting
they're playing it out for penalty.
The Japanese team under a ton of pressure, tons of crosses going inside the box.
But Japan is so good at soaking up the pressure there.
Yes.
You could tie a string on them. Them have them in the right spaces.
Every time.
You know,
Every time.
almost every time. Yeah.
Every time. There's a little bit over 2 minutes left on my clock. I have 117.50. Where are you guys?
Correct. You're correct. You see Japanese, 2 in the corner, 3 come across, 3 versus 2. They're not that, they know they're likely to win it there. Very good drill team, well drilled team. This Japanese.
Well drilled team.
And they still come across to fight the ball, even though they left 5v5 inside. They know that better the cross doesn't come over. Easier to defend from.
What a run by Japan. They have played so far. Spain defeated them. Germany defeated them. And now they're tying. Well, they have tied with Croatia. And it went to extra time. Tremendous by this Asian powerhouse. Team that Jamaica has played on numerous occasions. Yet to beat them.
Since 1998.
Since Tapa with the double. Coach Theodore Whitmore, legendary Jamaica national player, top class midfielder. Some people question his coaching pedigree, but we rate him highly as a footballer. One of the best in his position this island has ever seen. Well, if he had the opportunity in his prime to play his trade in England, oh my Lord!
If he had, but he went.
He got a chance. He was that Tranmere.
Yeah, but at the back end of his career, he was coming down from his peak, man. I'm talking about when he was 25, 26.
But he played in the World Cup at 25.
Yeah, but he didn't go to Tranmere right after the World Cup. Check it.
Well, this dreaded penalty shootout started in 1970. That was the year when Brazil won the World Cup with the incomparable Pelé at his best. Of course, they didn't need penalty shootout to win.
Last minute, excuse me, gentlemen, last minute of the overtime, and Croatia had a ball ricocheted into the path of the number 7. The lefty, but he got it on his right foot and whiffed at it. Ball missed the post by some feet. But that was a quarter chance, 18 yards out.
Yeah, look who is here. Daphne Jackson has come as a female to join BB Cross in the building. Bless up, Daphne. Good day. She's on her lunch break because she's at work today. Big up, Axtion Entertainment says Japan will get their revenge from 1998. And he says Japan come a far way from World Cup 1998. And then Mr. Speed Run is saying here is that Mr. Speed question from the other day. You observed that the European teams were outworked by the other teams. How is that in relation to Jamaica, who already have a lower work rate with a European coach?
Well, what we are looking at is so the European coach is coming from a situation where his teams are outworked, as you suggest. So, but they have a higher technical skill. They have higher technical skills than us, and tactical, and in some cases technical skills than us. So with us not being able to match them because our education is not at the same standard, we have to improve our rate. But I must tell you that CONCACAF teams are already above the work rate that the Europeans team have. Now, I don't know if the Europeans cannot do the work, or they don't need to do the work. It's two different things. I'm not going to say they can't do it. I'm just saying that maybe in the World Cup they didn't need to do it based on how far they were ahead of the other teams. So Jamaica will have to really work out what works for them. Because one thing we know we have, even if we don't have the work rate, we have a lot of pace to burn. So the European coach will have to get that mixture in whatever he's doing. Build up our fitness, yes, but he's also have to think about how we use the pace that we have and try and teach us the technical and the tactical aspect that we need to improve on. So I don't know. His job is not really to beat the European teams yet. His first order of business is to make sure he beats the CONCACAF team. So he knows what we are weak with, the CONCACAF teams, and that is what he needs to work on first. As you know, we need to go to the World Cup before we can meet the European teams.
Yep. All right, so here you have it.
So just to go back, 1970 was the first time the knockout, the penalty shootout was used. Before that, people used to play again till somebody win. Or they used to toss a coin in the air and who win go through. But everybody was upset. But the first person named Joseph Dagen, a former Israel sports journalist, he was the most upset person, so he went on to champion a cause. And then they eventually came up with a rule. So he's credited with being the pioneer of the modern day penalty shootout. But you know that they had penalty shootout, which was different from penalty kicks, right? There's two different things.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Penalty shootout is different. Of course,
So we had
penalty kick is
Yeah. So now it's penalty kick. So we had gone to penalty shootout first, and then we had penalty kicks.
Yeah. Japan came far away from 90. Daphne says the bread bags are no pushover. I've been watching them since 98. I think 98 was your first entrance to the World Cup. Absolutely, Daphne, you're correct on that. Eagle Republic says, my name is man, many do not like the introduction of VAR and half-side technology in the beautiful game. However, I believe that technology has leveled the playing field and brought parity to the game. Absolutely. I don't like it either, but man, I must say it has helped to make the decisions better. Mr. Did you play with Yu Atich and Dave Martin from Grove? I think that is for you, Mr.
No, they were older than me.
Okay, Yu and Dave Martin. There you go. Japan was always a serious footballing nation, says Connect the dot. All right.
It was not always. They take it serious since 98. That's the first time they went to the World Cup. They were not always a serious football nation.
All right, so the Samurai Warriors.
They are a young nation.
What is going to happen? Oh my Lord.
Takumi is going to kick the first penalty. The goal that they're using is a goal to the right. Sorry, the goal to the left. Referee at this moment is
I wonder which fans are underneath. I wonder which fans are behind the goal.
Just to say that 1978 was the first FIFA adopted the penalty shootout rule, even though it was introduced in 1970. Never needed in 1978.
I think the Japanese fans are more behind that goal.
Speed, please sign the number 5 player of St. Andrew Tech. Call you soon. Ian.
All right, Ian. So the first time it was used in a match was in 1982.
Right, hold on 1 second there, Mr. Speed. The penalty shootout is about to commence. Takumi is taking the first penalty. Simple run up, kick, the keeper make the save. So advantage Croatia.
What? Me on the Liverpool man.
I told you.
Kicks away the first penalty.
Did he kick it away or save?
Keeper save. Oh yes. That's the next conversation that we need to have. People think that because the keeper save it is always the penalty kicker fault. It's a good save, not a great penalty though. But the keeper read it. You could see that he read it all the way through.
And as I was saying before, don't dive all about the place. Just wait.
Just wait.
And do your best. Wait and do your best.
Goal number 1 by the Croatian, number 13. Pick a spot. Use power. Not the perfect kick, but he kicked it up to the right of the goalkeeper and scored.
And there's 30% of the goal that if you kick it hard enough, with enough pace, the keeper can't save it.
Keeper can't get to it.
No. He's human after all. He couldn't be human to get to certain parts of the goal if he kick it well. Unless he starts before.
Again, Japanese missed their second penalty, but the keeper saved it. Keeper go to his right again and read it I'm talking about the 30% of the goal, and that is about 8 inches from the post, right side,
That's
left
it.
side, and it
Japan,
increases.
no coming back for them from this. They're out.
And let me say this now, man is man with the goal, with the penalties from the lower left and the right hand post, about 8 inches with the right pace on it, and it increases the higher up towards the top right and top left. Oh, Croatia scored a second
but he
penalty.
telegraphed that kick though.
Yes, he telegraphed it.
Yeah.
And just like we discussed, the keeper should not be diving around. If he just hold his ground just now, he kicked it right down the middle to him.
Once you save 2, you should be able to win. Because these people are gonna be so confident now.
Yes.
See, diving about, that was straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle. No reason.
No, you see, as I said before, every situation changes. Now the keeper know that it's desperate for him to save a ball, so he started to dive all over the place. It came straight down the middle.
There you go. The Japanese have just scored their first penalty. So, to make this interesting, if the goalkeeper comes up with a save, yes. If he doesn't, the game is over.
It was over a long time ago.
So he's coming in from the side. He's probably was going to always go left, right there. Because to kick across his body after playing for 120 minutes. Well, I don't know if this player play for 120 minutes. Those are the things you look for. If you play for 120 minutes, you're not going across their body. It's just too difficult.
No.
So all those things you have to be reading, and if you understand.
Oh my word! The Japanese goalkeeper read this one correctly, dove to his right side, and the kicker hit the post. So now Japan has a window back in, and the keeper did read this one 100%. Would have saved it if it came in 2 or 3 inches more. So now it's a 2-1. Japanese have
but this guy is careless.
Yeah,
that wasn't somebody who kicking a ball in a World Cup.
No,
he just chipped it up.
Yeah. Again, the goalkeeper is 3.
Slow.
Japan is out. Croatia moves on. Another poor penalty, but quality save by the goalkeeper.
No, No. Croatia have to score the next kick.
Oh, yes. Oh, shoot. I'm jumping up.
Again.
Go ahead.
Again, the guy just waited for the Japanese to kick and then just came up chumps.
Yeah.
Always train the penalty taker. Don't train the kicker. It's a penalty taker.
This one's going to go across the sun.
Goalkeeper you need to train.
There you go.
Game is over.
Game is over. Croatia just won. Keeper saved 3.
Which at this level, that's not acceptable.
Yes.
So that is it, people.
Again, the Japanese keeper didn't get any training. He's diving all over the place.
Yeah, there was no information given to him.
Yeah.
If it was given to him, he ignored it and allowed the moment to get to him.
As I think really what happened to him, the coach was training the kickers. Not very good either. None of them is good. Neither the kickers or the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Both of them are for that penalty.
Yeah.
And it's just difficult for them to let on the whole country. After training so hard, look competent, beat Spain, beat Germany, and then just come here with a whimper. They went to that whimper.
Yeah. Penalties wasn't kicked with any enthusiasm. None of them. All right. Every penalty that the Japanese kick was kicked the same way, the one that was missed by Croatia. But
when penalties is 1 and 3-1, so that 1 team was awful.
Yes.
Right. Awful. I mean, Croatia wasn't much better either, because the truth is they kicked 4, they missed 1. I mean, the one that they missed was really lackadaisical. But at the same time, Japanese wasn't prepared for penalty shootout. Neither the keeper or the kickers.
Yeah.
They thought that they would be able to win in either regulation or extra time. One Japanese fan crying here, but that's
One, or we are seeing just one? Could
we are
that be
seeing.
one? I
I'm
think the
seeing.
entire Japan is
But
crying right now.
I'm disappointed. I thought Japan would have done better, to be honest. Very disappointed. But Croatia is technically sounder in all aspects of the game. Those
Yes.
guys are cooler. They're probably playing. Japanese play a lot among themselves. Those guys will probably have much more experience and they are able to bring it through.
Just for the Brazilian fans, just to want you to know that Neymar, though he has returned, he will not be in the starting 11 for Brazil. So let me just give you the starting 11 for Brazil. You will have Militao, as Sandro and Teles are both injured. So Militao and Danilo will start at wingback with Marquinhos and Silva. You have Paqueta, Casemiro, and Fred in midfield. Rafinha, Richarlison, and Vinicius Jr. up front. That's the starting 11 for Brazil heading into their game. But Neymar for Brazil. All right. We are going to be back in 1 hour for that Brazil game. At 1:45, we'll be back on as Japan bows out, which means that another European team. So now we have 4 European teams. They have already 4 spots in the round of 8. So we have Brazil going up 4 spots. They have, yes, they have already through France, England, Croatia. Yes, Argentina are through. Yeah, who else is through from Europe? Somebody else is through.
Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up and help you out
Right
here.
here. Yes, so you have
England, France, Holland is true.
Holland. So England, France, Holland, Croatia, and Argentina. Those are the 5 teams that are through already, right? And so, yeah, after that now, come on. They still have Neymar as doubtful, and Danilo as doubtful, but so they have him as part of the squad, but you're saying he's doubtful, but Danilo is going to start in this game. So looking forward to that one, Brazil versus South Korea for a spot in the quarterfinals. Give us a take on this game. I'm a little bit disappointed. Really wanted Japan to go through, but let me know, what are your thoughts?
So Argentina hold the record for being involved in the most penalty shootout in World Cup history, 5. They only lost 1. Germany has never lost a penalty shootout in FIFA World Cup, winning all 4. Croatia is 2 from 2, and they are now 3 from 3. So it was there. Croatia was the more experienced team at this thing. And Italy, England, and Spain have each lost 3 of the 4 penalty shootouts they have been involved in. So penalty shootout has been the bane of a lot of teams. Remember, the thing about penalty shootouts, you can't escape with a draw. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. So it's one of the worst way you can really drop out of a tournament. You feel it more than if you had lost in regular and extra time.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
Also it gives you an excuse too, to say, well, I didn't lose the game. It was penalties, and penalties are is regarded as being subjective, but it is not. Actually, there's a science to taking penalty and a science to saving them. So we just have to say Croatia was a better team because they were better at the part of the game, the part of the statistics that counts more than any other statistics.
Okay, Anton says, not sure I understand penalty kicks. Different from, I think, penalty shoot.
Penalty shootout.
Yeah. So I think Mr. Speed was saying that there was penalty kicks before there was penalty shootout. So he said that he doesn't understand
penalty shootout first. Remember,
yeah.
Penalty shootout or you take one. A shootout is you take one, me take one. You take one, me take one. And whosoever miss first lose.
Yeah.
So remember, after you have penalty kicks now, it can go in a penalty shootout after.
Which is what we call sudden death.
Yeah. I remember there was a time too when America used to give you the ball outside of the 18-yard box and you were supposed to beat the goalkeeper.
Was
Remember
it
that
from
time?
half line?
From
Or half,
35
I
yards
remember
out.
it.
I think it was 35 yards out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Yeah. That's the old A-League days.
Yeah. So there's a lot of evolved.
No, that was in MLS as well. Yep. MLS first set up playoffs had that for a couple of seasons.
I think you're right.
I'm thinking, I know it was in the A-League because I know when T got played, it was a part of it.
No, man, it was in MLS, man.
Maybe the first 2 years. It was a ploy to get people eyes on the league.
Yeah. See, it's somebody else agreeing that was MLS. It was in the MLS. Yeah.
Yeah,
my thing is, go ahead, yeah, man. Go ahead and give us
my thing on this game. The second half wasn't as the longer the half went, the both teams not conservative, but pulled back a little bit, not trying to give anything away to the opposition. So the game kind of went a little bit more conservative, but the first half was sublime. The first part of the second half was equally as good as the first half, but naturally, the longer the game goes and there's no clear opening being created, teams are naturally going to start saying, all right, fine, let's not open ourselves up too much. I think Japan and the Japanese, from the way they carry themselves in this World Cup, no one saw them going through, right? And they beat two of the big name teams to achieve this berth in the second round / playoff, and they should feel good about themselves that they came out and they played some good football, can walk away with their heads up. Penalties was the undoing of them, and we all agree that the penalty kickers wasn't well prepared and the goalkeeper wasn't well coached up also. So we're looking at a Croatian team that deserved to go through, right? But it's going to have some issues because it's an older group. Whichever team wins this evening, open it, the Yellow Canaries, they're going to have some issues with that team, right? Because if the Brazilian ventures to play at the same speed as of the Japanese team, but way more technical, this Croatian team could have some issues by the time they get to halftime and the first 10-15 minutes into the second half. They will have some issues with that Brazilian team. Will have major issues. That game could easily be 3 or 4 zip if the Brazilians keep up the same tempo with a better technical skill set. All right. We know the Brazilians, from a tactical standpoint, will not be as organized as the Japanese. All right. And that's where Croatia can hurt them. But we're not going to count the eggs before the chicken before the eggs are hatched. Let's see Brazil go out and go do their business first to meet them. Croatia have booked their spot. Knows Brazil time to go book their spot also. But I think it was a fair result. All right. The fair result.
Let me say this because I see this coming from Mr. Porter. That players think too much when taking penalties. You have to focus and kick the ball with venom. The goalkeeper think he's that good, well saved. I know kicking a ball faster than the keeper move. Let me just say this, right? For me, can't speak for everybody. So I am just as good with my right foot as I am with my left foot. All right? That's me. Not everybody is like that. So I use both feet just as well, kick with the same pace and venom with both feet. So here's the thing. I've never missed a penalty. All right?
Against me.
Well, trust me. I can close my eyes.
Yeah, but it depends on how much you kick.
Every team that I've played for, every team, I've kicked penalties in finals, in semifinals, in sudden death. I've started it, kicked the middle one, kicked the fifth one. So the pressure penalty is always given to me because I'm that accurate. Because I don't go for venom like Mr. Porter. And I learned this very young, from around 10. Accuracy before power. I always tell myself the first thing is to get the ball on target.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this.
And here's the thing. No, go ahead.
I know
I'm not doing it.
a lot of people are gonna say, this and that, but I've played at every level in Jamaica, and my goalkeeping saves in D Cup there were 10 kick. There's only 2 score against me and 1, and those 2 score in the same game. In Premier League, all right, the only team that had a good record against me kicking was Wadada. And you remember that back in days with Wadada, with Anglin and all them. Because once, hold on.
No,
in
but
college,
we never finish, Yes,
yeah, but I'm telling you, a lot of kickers underestimate a quality goalkeeper doing his homework and understanding where you're kicking. No, like I said to you, there's only a quality keeper that's prepared, not like how the Japanese keeper do it. A quality goalkeeper that's prepared. There's only one place you're gonna beat him if you kick it clean, 8 inches away from the post with pace going upwards. Because if you don't do that, and he reads it and he takes a step and explode, he'll get there.
Basically, you want to put the ball in what they call the via the goal. It must end up right in there, so somehow the side netting of the goal, for inside of the side netting.
Yeah,
that's the only way a guarantee. That's the only way a guarantee.
Guarantee.
When I come up, I'm going to ask you to do something for me.
Yeah.
Well, the other place you can guarantee the score.
I want you to put your red flag like we normally do, right up in the top V, one in the top V, one in the bottom V. And at this age, I'm telling you, out of 10 times, I'll hit that top one 9 times.
I'm going to get that bit.
Challenge me. Let me finish. No, you have to let me finish.
I'm going to pause myself.
Yeah, let me finish, right? So when I come up, I want you to challenge me to this 10 times, and I guarantee you that 9 times I'm going to hit that red marker. 9 times I'm going to hit the red marker there, 9 times up there, 9 times there with my right foot, and I'll do the same with my left foot. So I am not saying that I won't miss.
Is 80 shots you're going to take?
Yeah.
You're a bit tired. You can't take
No, but I'm not going to do it like that. But all I'm saying though is that I want to show you that I can use right and left, and I will hit that because it's practice. Not saying that I can't miss, no, because you will miss. But
so that Kenneth here he has it right hand spot. A kick is a penalty kick where you're getting a box. Yeah, it's the correct definition he just put on. And then I Strong say he was playing schoolboy football in 1983. That you're young man. Remember we talked about it introduced in 1970. So yeah, all of those would be the same penalty.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going down no middle because listen, to me, a free kick, a penalty is a free kick.
We don't want to analyze your game on this, man.
What you mean?
Just one thing I'm gonna say. Man, can we videotape that and post it on the chat?
Yeah, man. When I come up, we can do that, man.
And one more thing: is it I'm in the goal? Or are you kicking the ball without a goalkeeper?
Without a goalie.
All right.
No, I will do it without a goalkeeper to show you that. No, if you want,
that's fine.
If you want I will tell this though. I will tell you this though that I have a serious injury that has plagued me for my career. So you see, after hold on, let me say this. You see, after I do it with the right, I need to take a break. I have to take break or else it's gone. Yeah, I just anyway. We're breaking on the game because anyway, I have a tournament to play. I'm coming up in January to play a tournament. So you will see. Yeah, that's that.
So what I was going to say, Mr. Swebe, you're 100% correct. So there is a drill. So to train a goalkeeper before penalty shootout is most important. Yes. As I said before, even the Croatia team show you that the guy kick one straight down the middle. That would have been a regulation save. And players, Mr. Porter is saying about just kick it as hard as possible. Mr. Porter, that's good, but a keeper is not afraid of the ball. So he don't care if it kick hard in a penalty shootout. Him not worried about rebounds and where it go. He just need to block it. So he can use him and block it. So you can't just kick it hard alone and think that is enough. You really got to place the ball in those areas. And I was saying, what Management was saying though, he know the theory. Rat-hole, pigeon. Those are the hardest places for you to save the ball if you kick the ball enough pace. But the problem with the pigeon is that your margins of error are
very
small.
Small. small. It's small. It is so small that and you also have to kick it with a little bit of pace. And the more pace you put on the ball, is the less accurate it becomes. So but understand what my man is saying. He absolutely right when where to put it. But if you have a keeper, and it's weird because the first two save the keeper made, you could see the Japanese start second guess themselves walking up,
Yeah.
You can see.
And then because of our tendency, if you drag the ball when they realize that the keeper good, and you'll miss the goal. That's how a lot of kicker miss. So it's not.
Yeah, you have to be confident. You have to just like I said, you have to be confident. Like, listen, if I put this ball in the right place, it cannot be saved.
Yes.
In other words,
At the right pace.
At the right
place.
At the right pace.
So my coach always told me, listen, right place, right pace. You leave out, just do that. That's the two things you have to do. And if the keeper somehow take it out of the pigeon, you cannot be blamed. Because that is what they call a miraculous save.
It's unlikely for him to take out of the pigeon because you're not crow. So it's just, but the problem what you have, and you have seen great players, Michel Platini, all of those great players, kick it over the,
Roberto Baggio, kick it over.
Yeah, then trying to put it in the pigeon and kick it over the top.
Yeah, and with tired legs also, But it's a good argument, and that's why we love this kind of conversation, But I will have the phone ready to record him on this.
Man.
And make sure that first thing I'm gonna give you, but I'm gonna share it with Mr. Speed right away to say, hey,
we'll upload it to the channel, man.
But listen, Mr. Speed said something earlier that something that I do with whether it's from college all the way down to, we always coach the goalkeepers to make penalty saves and how to approach a penalty save, right? I think too many teams go out and coach the kickers and don't coach the goalkeeper because he's a part of it also. And I always tell young goalkeepers, you have nothing. You can only be a hero here. You can't, even if you kick it at you and you mishandle and go into the goal, you can only be a hero, right? So it's an approach to give the keeper more freedom, but giving them the responsibilities to pick up on the cues of how the kicker is going to kick, right? And but good game, our first shootout,
Yeah.
and it's even with the shootout, we can trigger good quality conversations. All right, so looking
the
forward.
next game starts at 2. We're a couple of minutes after 1, so we're going to put the wrap on this one. We are going to come back at 1:45. Mr. Speed will be back with us on the Swaby, and we will have probably one other person with us, right? Dima probably will be around giving some commentary because his feed is in the future. All right, so he will be giving us a futuristic feed, right? But want to thank all of you for being a part of the stream. Listen, like I said, our target is to, by the end of this World Cup, to hit 5,000. We are closer there right now. Just 100 and odd, that sounds like a whole lot of people, but you have 5 persons at least in your contacts, and if they are not yet subscribed, just send them the video and say, hey, subscribe to the channel. And if each of you get 5, we'll be way past that. All right. So I want to say a big thank you to every single one of you for viewing. Thanks to Mr. Rudolph Speed, Mr. Huntley Swaby, to every person. I want to especially shout out the 2 ladies who always make time to join the stream, BB Cross and Daphne Jackson. All right, didn't see A.M. Henry today. Big up Claudia, who watches, though she's not commenting, and also Shem J, the teacher, doing our work. She's in class preparing for exam. Big up yourself. Your Clarendon College team won the DaCosta Cup. You must be happy. So join us again at 1:45 when we'll be back with you. Get something to eat, have some lunch, relax, refresh. Brazil takes on South Korea. We'll give it a build-up to the game. All right. Bless up Mr. Porter, that connector, Demo Dre, Jason, Foreign Spider, Duckland, B.I. Strong, Rude, Chin, Anthon, Eagle Republic, Christopher Carroll. Oh my Lord, so many of you.
Thanks one and all for being a part of the show. Bless up, bless up, bless up, and we will see you in around 30 minutes or so. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. You know, when it gets to this point, we say we are over, and we are O-U-T out of here.
Yo, watch your bad dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.